Good afternoon, everybody. Man, my apologies for being late. I had a doctor's appointment, man. I'm back in the building, man. Shout out to everybody. Let me go ahead and give a shout out real quick because I already know we passed everything right now. Let me give a shout out to my new followers and to my latest donator, Nuno. Shout out to you, boss. You're always coming through. Let me give a shout out to East Topics. Let me give a shout out to FR Philly. I can't never pronounce these names. Let me see. Cams Kazama, shout out to you, boss. Lynn Six, shout out to you. Let me go to the next hit. What do we got left? Jay Shankshin, get out Shanshin, however you say it. Shout out to you. Onelli, shout out to you. Lars 2120, shout out to you. And the Cali Spring for Twitter, shout out to you too, boss. So let me go ahead and just jump into the Marty. I see you, boss. I see you, Coldplay. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts. Let's go. We here, team. Yeah, sorry about that. Like I said, had the doctor's appointment, but I still made money even though I was away. I told you I went in for my swing trade. Man, I got in at I added another amount at oh, Marty, hit me up on YouTube just to make sure I'm good to go on my chat box, if you don't mind. Jerhoff, shout out to you, boss. I see you coming through. So yeah, I made profit even while I was gone. So now I am up. I got to change my I've got to change my win streak. Yeah, I'm up 36 wins and 6 losses. So I'm waiting for the next setup to happen. So right now, SPY is still dropping, which it didn't crack my trend line, as you can see right here. Boom, boom, boom. We didn't crack that. Let me bring up. Excuse me. Let me bring up.
Marty Zalizniak says. Marty checking in.
Appreciate you, boss. I just make sure we're good to go.
Marty
Thanks so much.
Says.
Appreciate you, boss. Let me go ahead and go to NVIDIA. Put up a little chart on this side like I normally do. Put a little chart for NVIDIA for all my NVIDIA traders. And speaking of Tesla, that's what I wanted to say. I was trying to tell stop me out at $1 on $1 SMCI. Amazing call. Man, shout out to you, boss. Hey, man, like I said, I alerted it. Y'all was here. I alerted it yesterday. I say, man, we could possibly see that that lightning bolt pattern. Let me go to SMCI real quick to show what I'm talking about. Let me go to SMCI. Let me hurry up and make a little, move this over so I can see the chart. Boom, boom, boom. Still going up. Bouncing off of that 5. Coming down with 50350 right now. That's where we at right now. Yep, 50350. Bouncing off of that key area on SPY. Let me go to, let me hurry up and go to SMCI.
Driver says. He'll be back in like an hour and a half, finishing early today. I don't know if you saw my comment, but I cashed out a big swing on SLA after you told me for like link percent.
I told you. I told you, man. Shout out to you, Forever Woe. Man, everybody banking. Everybody banking, man. I told y'all, man. You gotta trust the system, man. Trust the system. You gotta trust your boy, man. I told you, I put out things to help y'all.
You def did.
Man, I told you I do things to help y'all, man. I don't charge nobody anything. I give out free content to put the money in y'all pockets, man. That's it. Money in y'all pockets. And then it's also a good day, man. I got my little Google AdSense too, so I can start getting paid on YouTube. So all of that setting up, so everything is good to go. I can't complain on that. All right, let's see where we're going. And what I told you, possible H pattern, almost like a lightning bolt pattern, could form. Remember I told y'all that too? I told you. Y'all thought I was BSing on you. Man, but shout out to you, though. You the one that you earned it, boss. You the one that put in the work, the dedication and commitment, and that also goes to show other people who are always down in the market, doubting the market, the possibility within the market if you know what you're doing, and you just proved that. So shout out to you, King. And I hope you make much more money.
Hurry up so I don't miss stream today. Thanks, big dog.
No problem, boss, man. And I hope you and I wish you and wish you much more success, boss. That you guarantee much more money in the future, man. We're gonna keep it rocking and rolling. Let's get it. Let's get it. My boy banked on it. That's what I'm talking about. What? Let's see. So I was kind of, like I said, when I was going in for my swing trade, this is the pattern I was anticipating. We go on up towards this 800 and get rejected.
My brother.
Oh, already, boss. Already. You already know. But yeah, this was the the potential impossible pattern that I was calling out for SMCI. So we got the upper portion, but we haven't came all the way back down to the 700 yet. So we got some of it right underneath 800 that I did call out, right where I got my red line at. I was anticipating that. I said it was going to either get rejected around the 800s or the 860s, but 800 worked. And I did tell y'all why 800 was so important on SMCI. I broke it down to you guys. I told y'all the reason why I was aiming for 800 as far as rejection, because if you go across the board, let's go back out. If we go across the board, as I told you, strong strong support can turn into what? Strong resistance. Support can turn into resistance, as you can see that. We underneath 800. Now they can work on our favor on the downside because we are still in a what? Downtrend. So that's why I was expecting that little pop here, 800. I did go in for some more shares, banked on that. Boom. I mean, I should have held or I could have held it, but I was grateful for what I had, man. I ain't gonna complain on that. All I'm gonna do now, I can still go in. I just have to wait for the setup again. So like I said, I always put grateful over greed, so I can't get greedy. So that's why I got out. That's the truth. I didn't want to be greedy. I wanted to get the hell out. Hey, I got profits. I'm up. Why complain about it? So yeah, I'm good. You don't see me complain over here not one bit. So let me go ahead and get my SMCI chart on this side so I can get myself ready for another possible opportunity. So let's see, SMCI that I could be going for. SMCI.
Stream Elements says.
Oh, shut up, Stream Elements.
Enjoying the content? Show your support.
Shut up. Block you. And plus, I had to get on live more because I was tired of y'all, with the lazy crap. So I had to get away from AK-47's, contagious stream. So I had to get away from him. As soon as he started saying lazy and then you came in, I was like, yeah, let me get out. Let me start my live. I gotta go. But yeah, man, shout out to all of those who profited. Shout out to everybody who did listen, because I did call it out for possible rejection that we was going to possibly get a reversal back on down because we're still in a bearish market. So shout out to everybody who did make profit. I did a swing trade. Boom, I can't complain on it. So right now it is bouncing back up on that 750. So I'm definitely going to watch for the next possible setup. What time it is? It is 1 o'clock. So we got the new candle up on the 12-hour chart. So let me see here. Let me set myself up for the next play. I might have, of course, I'm gonna use the next week's contract. I'm gonna have to, even though they pretty crappy as far as volume right now. I didn't like it, not one bit. Shout out to Marty, you traded too, right? I know Coldplay traded, so shout out to you, Coldplay, for killing it, cause me and Coldplay always killing it, man. We stay on the grind on here. So shout out to all of y'all, man, who profited on the long side. Shout out who profited on the short side. Man, everybody who killed it, SMCI, Tesla, Apple. Well, not Apple, but whatnot. That's what I wanted to say. I know I should have told Deck this yesterday, but let me go to Tesla real quick. I was going to tell him before he got in that play was he kind of should have waited. Because remember, we was in that channel of 140, 150 to 160. I was going to tell him to wait until you got overextended out of that channel for that, to come back on down. So I should have told him that. And I told y'all that too as well. Remember, I told half of y'all, like, don't try to jump in during the earnings. Wait the day after the earnings because therefore you can get a better outcome. So what I was going to tell Deck, because he jumped in a little too early, I was going to tell him he should have waited till he got up here as you got extended out of that channel to get up towards these highs, almost up to that 170, back down into the channel, putting you right back under 160. So I was gonna tell him that, but yeah, I mean, he already had jumped in. I was like, damn, it's too late. he already put in. He had jumped in too early. But yeah, I mean, you could clearly see the rotation. You could clearly see the rotation from the 140s for that move right on up. I mean, it was a perfect setup right with the earnings to rotate it out of the channel to the upside, and then you come right back down to that upper portion of the channel right here towards that 160. Which I was trying to, like I said, I was going to try to tell him that, but I was like, damn, it was too late. He jumped in. Because you're right back in the channel. You're just basically testing the top portion of the channel around 160. So basically, we want to see if we're going to stay on top of 160 and move on up, or will we crack 160 and come back on down, which you can see right now we're at, 159. So we are testing the top portion, which if we don't hold, we could simply reverse right back on down, which is why I was telling him to be patient, but, he had jumped the gun a little too fast, and, he the king. That's the leader, and I didn't, I know he had his own game plan, so I was gonna let him do what he do. But I definitely want to tell him, yesterday, like not to jump in, kind of wait. I mean, well, I think no, he didn't do an option, right? He didn't do options trading. I think he did a regular day trade, if I'm not mistaken. Well, he could have jumped in. Well, if he was doing a day trade, he could have jumped in even after hours towards these highs. Because right here, after you topped out in the after hours, you only went a little bit above it doing intraday, and it came right back on down. So, Gert, I see your big money. I see you. Let me guess, how many cancels we got today, boss? How many how many cancellations we got? Hey, I killed it on my swing trade, Gert. I called it out. I said it. I got in. Well, first I got in a little too early. I got in at 760, but then this morning it ran all the way up to 800. Because you remember I told you I was keeping my eyes on that $800 mark, which is why I added more 800. Because my contract that I was in, I got in at $7, and then when it blasted on off, it brought my contracts down. I mean my contracts down to $3. So when it blasted up to 800, I went ahead and shout out to you, Gert. That's what I'm talking about. And I got in at $3. So I basically brought my average down. So when it did drop and my contract started to reverse, I started banking on it. I took the profits, boom, which is giving me 36 wins and 6 losses, which I know I have to update that. I forgot to update that on my screen. So I got 36 wins, 6 losses. So your boy is killing it right now. I'm almost to 8,000. So let me see. I still let me update that real quick. Could have sworn I did. I guess I didn't. Go to my little wins real quick. So I got 36 wins now. Y'all, I have not made a loss yet. I have not lost a trade yet. God is my witness. I have not lost a trade yet. That is crazy, and that's all due to patterns. It's all due to patterns. And that's the reason why I barely lose. I wait for opportunities. Or if I do jump the gun a little too early, like I did SMCI, all I did was go on with one contract, and then when today came around, all I did was add more contracts at the 800 mark, still won. Now, was I down? Oh yeah, I was down. I was down like $400 or $500 at first, but then again, once I got that opportunity, when my contracts dropped, I added more at the bottom, which adjusted my cost base. And from $7 to $5, and then that bad boy ripped. And I was like, yes. So, winning. But I already knew the pattern, so that's why I took a chance on it. Took some time off, now I'm back. I've been patient, time to chill and wait for opportunities like you. Man, shout out to Trend Detector, man. Hey, you jumped on any plays lately, boss? Like, you jumped in on anyone this week? Or you making any trades this week? Because I know you say you just got back. Did you literally just get back, or you been back but just been chilling? I mean, but Trent, I've been calling out these plays. I'm like SMCI. I called it out. I called it out. Let me go back to the where's my 12-hour chart? Yes, right here. Let me bring that over. Boss, I literally called out this play. You can. Oh, shut up.
Rex has correctly joined the channel.
No, you didn't, because I'm blocking you. Anyway. Let me go back up. I said the play that I was anticipating, boss. This was my game plan from yesterday. So I took a chance. I got in up here, right? Because this was the pattern. I was looking for this lightning bolt pattern, or you could call it an H pattern, to kind of do something like this, where you pop, we bounce off of that 700 mark, run up to 800, get rejected, and come back on down. We got half of it because we got rejected 800. We got a red candle. We didn't come all the way down though, but I did get in around the 800 mark. Took my profit this morning. I did do a swing trade around all the way down to 750 because I had a feeling it was going to bounce around 750. So I went ahead and took that profit there, and now I'm waiting on the next setup. So successful on my swing trade. I killed it on SMCI. Let's go. SMCI, I killed it. So I called it out. What else we called out? Did we call? Yeah, we did call out SPY, right? Because I said if we was to break 600. 506. I think I said, we have a possibility to run up to the 508. If we break 508, we have the possibility to run to 510. So we did go up to, I think, 508, but then we came back down to 506, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know I have to look at it, because I know I was mainly looking at SMCI the whole time. I think we ran up to 508, right? Yeah, we did run up to 508. So yeah, we did run 508, and then we came back down to 506, and then 504. Then now you back down to 503.50 towards this area that I still got my line at for possible support for a little bounce. But if you crack 503.50, then we'll come back down to the 500s. So We have cracked the trend line on our plate. What is it doing that? Wait, why is it not shrinking like it's supposed to? There we go. But you can see we're cracking that trend line right now, and we do have room to fall. Well, we are falling down to that 503.50, but if we lose 503.50, we have room to run back down to 500, even down to back down to the 495. Because you're still in that well, you're not in that channel like we was because you ran on up all the way on up to 50, almost to 508.50. So you did kind of rotate in this little channel. So I had to extend it out because we broke past 504, 506, now to 508. So I did have to extend my channel slightly. Still got the bottoms of 495, which we did rotate, and we are rotated up here. So if we don't break this 508.50, we could be rotating, which we are doing now. I was gonna say right back on down towards this way. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled on that. And I need to jump back on SPY too, man. I know I've been so stuck on SMCI, so I do apologize my SPY game because I know I rock with y'all when we ride together on that. And I just been caught up on this bad boy because it does look like he wants to make that pattern I call. Because if you crack 750, you going down, it's going to, man, I'm going to try to jump back in again. Because if it completes my pattern, my lightning bolt pattern, when you crack 750, go all the way down to 700, now, man, I got to jump back in. Let me see what it's going to do. I got to keep my eyes peeled because I still think it's going down to 700. I still think so. So I still think we're going to get the same pattern here that I called out. This, and this. I still think we're going to get that pattern, all because we are in a downtrend setup still. But I'm going to still keep my eyes peeled because I know we still got some more data coming out. Tomorrow we got the GDP data coming out tomorrow. And Friday we have the PCE data coming out. And then we also have earnings. Today we have Meta today. And then tomorrow we're going to have Microsoft and Google. So I know we're gonna have a few datas and earnings coming out. So hopefully that don't interrupt it. But it still look like that pattern is still going strong. So let me take a look. Cause man, if it's still under, if we crack, where we at right now? 752. So we get back under 750. I could go in for another potential. If we do, therefore we crack that 750. We'll go back under this trend line and start to go right back into this descending wedge. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled to see if we're gonna crack that 750 mark. So I'm definitely gonna keep my eyes peeled on that. Let me go back to that's why I wish I would have told Deck to get in, for a put now, for a possible rejection back down into that channel. I should have tried to tell him. And shout out again to the to Deck for the bonus too, man. That was a blessing. Still just like. I'm just still kind of at all, man. Like, wow, man, that's truly a blessing, man. I'm sorry, trend detector. I apologize, boss. You see SPY resistance at 505. Let me go back real quick. SPY. I do apologize. To you. 50. Well, the way that SPY goes, I mean, it could be 505, but the way SPY normally moves, it likes to move around like, will have more reaction around even numbers. Like 508, 506, 504. And so forth. So the closest area that we do have, let's just say we do break above 500, it will be that 506 level. Now, the reason why I'm going to say 506 level is because you can see right here in the past, bears came in, 506, bears came in, 506, bears came in, 506. So that is what I'm anticipating if we do go back up, but we are under that trend line, which could hold up as resistance. So I'm going to definitely keep looking at that from that 504.50 to the 505 mark. So you are under this trend line, boss. Right now, the knot is holding up as resistance because you're underneath it. So that could play a major part. And plus, you're underneath the VWAP. So keep your be mindful of that. And where's the VWAP at right now anyway? 505.26. So yeah, you're pretty spot on. Yeah, 505 because the VWAP is at 505.26. So yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, no problem, boss. Yeah, so the VWAP is there. So if you were to get a little pop, let's just say past 505, 506 for sure, your bears would be sitting there. Like I said, if you go back in the past right here, where this dotted line is, you can see exactly every time we hit 506, bears move in. 506, bears move in. 506, bears move in. So we're not too far from that area. We're still trying to trend up, but we still got a long ways to go. But like I said, we are underneath that uptrend. Now holding up as resistance if we are underneath the VWAP, which is around 505. So I give it about, 50 cents. So pretty much from the areas of 504.50 to 505, 50 cent range pretty much. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. And don't forget, we do have earnings coming out today. We do have Meta. So that can either help it or it can hurt it. So we don't know what's going to be on the earnings. I mean, it can actually lead to a bounce and a pop back on up, or depending on again if it's bad, it can actually drop. So I'll sit and wait. Well, now you can trade it, but definitely as we get closer and closer towards the market close, I wouldn't be trading until earnings come out just to see exactly where we go. But I mean, right now you're good to go because we don't have anything in our way. Let me double check. I don't think so. Let me go back to my folder. For the economic calendar, where did I put that bad boy? Weekly economic calendar. Do we have any? I think we already passed that. 5-year note auction. Okay, that already passed because already what 113, so that already passed. But tomorrow, as I stated, do be mindful and we're gonna be anticipating the GDP economic data. We will have our normal ones as far as the jobless claims, retail inventories, wholesale inventories, and whatnot. But everybody's definitely going to be keeping their eyes peeled on the GDP data and Friday the PCE data. So we don't know what's going to be on it. We don't know what's going to come out. We don't know if it's going to lead to helping the SPY move up or SPY moving down. So we won't know until tomorrow, team. We won't know until tomorrow, and I will be reminding y'all about that as well. So far, again, I mean another success on my swing trade. So we did well on that. No losses, 36 wins, 6 losses. So right now I'm killing it. So I can't complain about that right now. I ain't gonna lie, I could have made more money. I'm not gonna lie to you. I should have added more shares when I was lower, because all I did was go in with 2 shares, because I did my 760 yesterday and then I did 800 today, which leveled out my contract to 5 from 7 to 5. And had I would have added more, I definitely would have made way much more. I mean, I hit 600. I mean, I'm sorry, not 600. I'm sorry, 400. 400 on my trade. But had I would have added more to my the lower areas and kept bringing my cost base down more, even lower, like going in with at least 5 contracts, yeah, I would have definitely killed it. Because I mean, you gotta think about it. From 800 to 75. I mean, come on, man. Come on now. That's because I would have made. Let me look at the calculator. Apologize. So that's what, $50 from 8. Yeah. So $50. Had I would have had what, 500 contracts, I would have made how much? Ain't that up. We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, I should have added more, and I had enough to add like about 3 more contracts. It's all good. It's all good. Wait, did I do 5,000 or 500? What did I? Was it 500? Just making sure I did that right. So 50 times 500, right? Yeah, could that be 500 contract? Yeah, it is 25,000. God dang, I should have added 3 more contracts. Ah, God dang it, I should have added some more contracts on that. Yeah, yeah, crap. It's all good. It's all good. So now I'm gonna just wait for the next setup. So right now, let me see what I can see as far as the patterns. Because as long as that 750 hold is gonna hold up as support, because we'll need to crack 750 to see some lower movements back on down, even towards the 700s. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled. So it looks like we're gonna be, especially your SMCI trader, definitely gonna be in the channel right now of 750 to 800. So you're gonna kind of rotate back and forth until we either crack 750 or break out of 800. So right now we're in the mid area of this. So let me see. If we crack 750, which I anticipate, we let go of 750, start to rotate back down this way towards the 700s. I can definitely go for another possible swing, but right now we're still on top of that trend line. If you notice, we're bouncing right here on this yellow trend line. That's still holding. So we definitely will need to crack 750, crack this trend line, and reverse back down this way. So if I can see some resistance underneath 750, I can definitely go for another short put opportunity. But because we definitely got confirmation from that last candle. So definitely got confirmation from a $50 drop from 800 down to 750-ish. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled on this candle to see if that 750 is gonna hold, or will those bears come in again and we actually pull back. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled on that team to see where we go from here. How's Nvidia looking? See, Nvidia. Well, that was the reason why I jumped in on SMCI as well too, because I wasn't watching SMCI when I was going for my trade. I was actually watching Nvidia, and I was watching this trend line. So I already knew if Nvidia goes up, so will SMCI. So I already had an area resistance area for Nvidia, which was 840. So I said if we get rejected under 840, we can definitely see a pullback down. So we pull back down, that means SMCI is gonna go down as well. So when I seen this touch here, SMCI was touching 800. So 840 on Nvidia was 800 on SMCI. So when I seen that hit and I seen that trend line cracking right here that I have set up, I was like, oh yeah, game time. And that's when I went for it. And that trend line sure did crack and we came right back on down. And I attacked it. I sure did. AK, stop it. Can't stand this guy. Shout out to AK, man. That's my ride or die, man. Stop that. Stop that. Ain't no lazy in here. Chill. Chill. Looking for an H pattern on Nvidia. Let's check out the pattern on Nvidia in general. It's a 30-minute time frame. Let me look at my 12. Oh, damn, did I take my 12 chart off? 12-hour frame. Let me see. Hold up. Let me check out Nvidia real quick. All right, let's check out Nvidia. Take off my link. Go to Nvidia, because I know we trying to bounce right now. So what will we need to do to get that rest of this pullback? Because if you can notice, we already cracked the trend line. I might as well take that trend line off. That trend line over. Take the trend line off. As you can see, we are still getting rejected under 840, and we need to crack that trend line, which is around 800. Basically, we need to crack 800. So we crack 800. That'll bring us right back down to the 790s. We crack, we get underneath this downtrend. I'm sorry, underneath this downtrend, we have room to fall even further back on down, even towards the 750s. So right now, it's channeling, it's going sideways at the moment. But we have gotten rejected at the main area I was anticipating was 840 on Nvidia. So you can see right here, old support can turn into new resistance. So that was the reason why I called out 840. So we did get rejected at 840. We have started to pull back on down. So what areas that we need to let go of? 800 for sure. We definitely need to crack 800 and get our further pull back on down. Because see, here I can't really see a lightning bolt pattern, almost like an H pattern, like I would see it on SMCI. SMCI pattern is you can see it way much more. So even if I make another chart and I do SMCI, you can clearly see it way better on SMCI. See right here, right. See how you can clearly see SMCI's pattern that looked like an H. You can clearly see that pattern all the way, but here it's a little bit different. But yeah, SMCI, I can definitely see an H pattern forming, like that lightning bolt pattern I was talking about. So I can definitely see it on SMCI. But like I said, it's for Nvidia, it's a little tricky. The only way I can look at it is just looking at that red trend line. I know that's resistance. I know we're nowhere near it. So we have overhead resistance as far as the 840 for sure. 840 is definitely resistance. So I definitely want to see a crack of 800 and back on down. But we'll see if we'll get it. So I'm going to just keep my eyes peeled, because as long as we hold that trend line, I mean, you got room to still try to, slither its way back on up. So I'm going to definitely keep my eyes peeled, and that'll be back up towards the 820s to 840s. But as long as 840 holds, yeah, if we get rejected again, we can definitely see a pullback. And then you got that uptrend right above your head, that red uptrend. Red downtrend. So you got room to still hit and still fall. But if we stay underneath 840, we can just continue to fall this way instead of having to wait all the way up here. If we just stay underneath 840, because I'm trying to see how the way it looks like it wants to set itself up on here. It's two different ways it can go. We can either start to fall, get that pullback now, or I can go sideways, try to go for another attempt and then come back down. Because we still have that data coming out. So again, I don't know what the data is going to do, if it's going to help it or hurt it, as far as the GDP and the PCE data. So which is why I want to extend my contract out to next week, because especially how volatile Nvidia can get it sometimes. Because sometimes it looks like it's pulling back, but then your buys will come out of nowhere and they just rip it right back on up. You say short. AK, shut up, man. That was what movie was that? Was that the Heartbreak Kid? No. What movie was that? It was Heartbreak Kid, wasn't it? No, Long Came Polly. Long Came Polly. That's the one. That's the one. Okay, okay. That was the one with Jennifer Aniston, right? Yeah, Rain Man. Oh, that dude was terrible at basketball. Rain Man. And I mean, he kept missing every shot. What I liked about him, he was so confident, though. He was so confident. And then when old dude jumped up in the air, his stomach rubbed against Ben Stiller's face, I was like, oh. And then in slow motion, straight sweat and hair and belly. It's like, ugh. Yeah, the sweat. Oh my God. Then what made it worse, like I said, they put it in slow motion. See right here, Trend Detector, you can see right here, we bouncing off that 503.50. And we are running back on up towards that 505. So let's see if we're going to try to get a push back up to 506. Yeah, oh God, that's it right there. Jesus. Oh, that was disgusting. So yeah, right now we are definitely watching. We're definitely bouncing off of this 503.50 support. Trying to get right back on top of that trend line, as you can see. Trying to get right back on top of this trend line. And we have 506 right in this key area. So I want to see if it holds. Let's just say, okay, let's say for example that SPY holds. That'll put you back on that trend line. So I want to keep my eyes peeled to see if this level is going to hold. Let me put that trend line up to 508. So we do hold that trend line. That'll have you dragging up to 508.50 again. And it's ascending triangle pattern. So I want to see what's going to happen. Will it hold that trend line or will we come right back underneath it? So I'm going to definitely keep my eyes peeled on that to see where we go from this point. Because we are back in that range, this trend line range. So you can definitely see that where you bounce, right back on, you got rejected, then you got right back on top of it, right back in this ascending triangle pattern. So I definitely want to keep my eyes peeled. So the main area I am going to anticipate to see what we definitely want to test is this 506. I want to say we push up to 506 because we have a few stocks still moving. Tesla at this moment is still on top of that 160. Still test on top of that. So I want to see if we can continuously hold 160. And if we do hold 160, hold it as a floor, I have to move my channel up towards the if we can, like I said, if Tesla can hold 160, we have to move our channel up to 180. So it'll be 160, 170, 180. So right now, 160 is still holding at this moment. All right, so keep my eyes peeled on that. Nvidia's getting that bounce off of 800 as I expected. Try to go right back up to 820 up to 840. 840 is definitely your main resistance. So we do break up 840. You do have room to run up to this 880, this 860, 880, which is gonna be lining up right with that trend, that upper trend line. Basically up here is what I'm saying. If we get it, but if we don't crack if we don't break 840, you're definitely coming back down. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled on that, and your 50-day moving average is moving up this way. So I'm gonna definitely see where we go from here. But your 90 MA is moving down this way, so we might be running to some resistance soon. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled as we move up, because like I said, your 50 is moving up, which is now instead of being a floor, it's being a ceiling, basically above your head. So that's gonna be resistance plus your VWAP, plus your 9, plus your 20, plus this 840. So look like we about to be running into some resistance in a few. So it's gonna be, look like it's gonna be around that 820-ish mark, because right now we're at 814. So that's, excuse me. So that means if that's going up, that means so is SMCI going up. Where you at? Move this out the way. Go back to SPY, because I know I got some SPY traders. Let me go back to SPY so y'all can watch it. So all right, keep this on watch. Keep this on watch. Let me move this down real quick to duplicate that one to 506. So let's see if we can try. Let me see if they're gonna try to retest 506 again. One more time. 506 here. So let's take a look at that. So you got the upper area of 508.50, and then you got 506. So we are trying to test that, but you do, as just like Nvidia, you do have the VWAP, you do have the 9, the 20, and the 50 is lining up right with 506. So 506 is gonna be a challenge, trend detector. Because you can see that clearly. You can see that 50 moving up, lining up right with that. And then again, you still got the VWAPs and all these other indicators like lining up together. So definitely just keep your eyes peeled right here at around 506 to see if bears are going to move in. Because, I mean, we got some resistance, a lot of resistance above the head. So, I mean, I want to see on how it's going to react. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be slow now, Gert, because I mean the volume done killed. I mean, especially after the data we had today, and then I mean, majority of your moves was early this morning, so which I mean it wasn't bullish, which I had a feeling it wasn't gonna be. That's why I jumped in on puts and I wrote that bad boy down on SMCI. I told y'all yesterday. Y'all heard me when I got in on my swing yesterday. I told you I was going in with confidence, so I went in that bad boy and I took control and I banked on it. I sure did. So I'm gonna wait on the next opportunity. Like I said, I can't see too much on Nvidia, so I'm gonna have to look at SMCI to see. Trying to see how much higher can SMCI go on its chart, because you do have that red candle, and you stay underneath 800. So what'll be the next resistance? The next resistance above 750 should be, I want to say 760, 780, somewhere in that bracket. I mean, it is getting rejected at 760 right now. I can see that. It's getting a little resistance at 760. It's trying to push. Let me see. Let me look at my let me see something. Hold up. Because Nvidia's getting a little rejection still too. Trying to get up, and you're going right into resistance around that 820-ish mark. So definitely keep your eyes peeled, because that could be another resistance opportunity when you come back on down. So keep your eyes peeled at this 820 mark to see on how well it holds up. See if those bulls gonna push, or will they get pummeled by the bears and you come right back on down. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that team for right now, because we already know what strong resistance is at 840. But before you can get to 840, you have to cross 820. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on this 820-ish mark. Let me expand it just a little bit more so y'all can see it. Yeah, all right. So it has to cross 820 up to this. Oh yeah, right where I have my red line at. I mean my white line at. So I do have 827.69. So that was one of the areas I was waiting on. That's why I was sitting there waiting, because as we came down, I was like, man, will you crack 827.69, please? Because it tried to bounce. And that's when we got that further pullback, and I was like, yes. And I went for it. All right. Yeah, I'm watching it right now, boss. Let me move my let me move this over just a little bit so I can see both. Just a little bit. Spread it out. All right. All right, cool. So SPY right here, Nvidia here for my Nvidia traders. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for SPY. Keep your eyes peeled at the 506. Nvidia, keep your eyes peeled at the 820-ish mark. 820 up to this white line here. So keep your eyes peeled on that. So everything trying to get a little slow bounce, like a little red to green move. Yep, back on top of this trend line again. So keep your eyes peeled. We are trying to push up to this 506 mark. As I told you, a trend detector. It's going to push up to try to go up to 506. So right now we're at 505.40. So keep your eyes peeled as we get closer and closer here to see will the Bears break it, or will the will the Bulls break it, or will the Bears move in and protect that 506 range? So we are getting closer. Here we go again, 506. Keep your eyes peeled on that. I'm gonna be looking at my contract while y'all doing y'all thing. So nothing for me just yet, but I am anticipating another opportunity. I mean, not right now, because I know some hype gonna move in a little bit where everything starts to move up for a little minute. So let me keep my eyes peeled on SMCI. Where we at right now? Still holding above 750. Because I don't want to jump in too early like I did last time. So I definitely want to make sure I knock this out. So where was the actual area where they came in at 780? I still see 780. Where's the VWAP? VWAP is where? 770? 770. So I guess between 770 and 780. So we got what, 20 more dollars before we can get to that. I'm gonna have to look for a contract for next week, because I might go for it. Let me see. SMCI. Let me check out, because last time I checked the contracts, man, it was pretty kind of crappy. Yep, there we go, pushing again, trend. So right now we at 505.50, 50 cents away from that 506, as I told you. So it's 506. Definitely keep your eyes peeled around that key area, boss. Active, I see you. Hey, I killed my swing trade. I got in on SMCI last night. I killed it. I got in at 760 and 790. which brought my average up, so it dropped all the way down to 750. Oh, I killed it. I killed it. I told everybody what I was gonna do. I jumped in on that swing trade, and I definitely went for it. I didn't hold back for nothing. So let me see what could be my next opportunity. I still think SMCI didn't want to fall underneath this 750, but I want to see how high it's gonna go first, because I definitely want to jump in too early like I did yesterday. Uh, Trying to see if I can find a decent contract to get into, because the volume still suck on these, even though we're getting closer towards the end of the week. Normally, you see the volume transferring over for next week. Matter of fact, and also let me see the max pain. What is the max pain so far? Let's check these out, team. Look at our summaries real quick. So let's take a look at Nvidia's max pain, SMCI's max pain. Let me see. What's the max pain on this bad boy? I think it was 800 last time I checked. No, they moved it. So 795 on the 25th. I mean, on 26th is going to be 975. I mean, I'm 795 now. So they moved it up. So 795 max pain. And I can see the puts are wearing out a little bit. I don't see a lot of contracts on these on puts either. I mean, you got a small one. But I mean, even with that small volume, you see how we took that huge crap on down. So even with just 21,000 and 11,000 in the money and out the money, puts, I mean, just small, I mean, this small amount, we still came down. People still banked on it. So that's probably why the volume sucked for next week, because there ain't even a lot of volume on that. Only 5,000 and 6,000 on puts. No wonder why the volume suck on that crap. All right, let me hear him check out Nvidia. What's Nvidia max pain? Nvidia's max pain is gonna be where? 815. So we passed that though. Oh, we at 815 right now. So 815 is max pain. Huh. So we at 815 right now. And what is SPY's max pain? SPY max pain is what? SPY max pain is 504 for this week. So 504 max pain, but we have broken above that area already. How many puts do we have? 205 out of the money puts versus 129,000 calls. So 504 is max pain, but we above that right now. Wait a minute. So, where we at right now, SPY? Right now we're at 505. See, max pain is way down here. Well, it's probably why the calls bought the bounce too, because they said the max pain was around 504, so the calls could be taking advantage of that and going up. So let's see, until we crack underneath 504, that's gonna favor the puts, the bears. But right now it's favoring the bulls, the calls, because you're bouncing off around 503 to that 504 level, which is the max pain, which they are trying to push up. So, still got to break that 506, because if you still get rejected at 506, you're definitely still coming back down. So, if we don't break 506, we definitely can see a rotation back on down that would continue this downtrend. You can see, almost see somewhat of a pattern going this way if we get rejected at 506. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on that mark too. Nvidia, I told you around that 820, definitely keep your eyes peeled on 820. See if we break that area. What was SMCI's? 795. Where we at right now? 761. So we nowhere near that. So that means we have to still try to test 800 again to even get to that level. So we do get a little bounce back on up. See, this time I don't want to get caught in a like in somewhat of a channel. See, that's like I don't want to take a risk on it this time, because I wonder if we're gonna win a channel, and then because we do got GDP coming out tomorrow, and then the day after we got PCE. I'm like, should I wait till those datas come out and then go for it? Because it may push depending on what comes out on that data. See, but if we crack 750, I'll definitely attack it. But as long as 750 hold, I'm not touching it, because that's still gonna hold up as a floor. Because my goal was to get, to ride it all the way down to 700. But the only thing stopping 700 is 750. Here goes SPY heading up to 506 right now. Yep, we had 30 cents away from 506. I told you, Trent. I told you. Not familiar with Max Payne. That's for contracts, Queen. That's I'm gonna go back to it. So it basically that's like intended targets, like for your calls and your puts. That's areas that are working both favors. Like okay, for today we see SPY Max Payne was 504, right? So we went around 504. So that was gonna work in a calls favor. So like let me go here. So that's how I kind of get ideas too. I look at this chart to kind of give me some ideas on where the movement could possibly be going. So let me go back. So we go here. See, as you can see right here, we go across the board. See, your contracts don't end till well, this one is dated for the 24th, right? Yeah, 24th. And the max pain here is 504. So think about it. Where did we bounce at? Around that 504. Even though it came down to 503.50, look where it was around. 504. Max pain. You see that? So you see how we came down to 504 and that basically benefited the calls. So your calls basically went in on, which you had 120,000 out of the money calls, basically got in on that bounce at 504. So if we get underneath 504, that'll benefit the puts. That'll benefit us because that's the max pain. But that's for today because today's 24th. So 26, what is the max pain? Still 504. And that'll be Friday. So if we crack, so basically, if we crack down 504, that means bears can come in heavy because that's the max pain to push on down. So right now, as long as you're on top of 504, that's the max pain for the calls to get in for opportunity back on up. And as you can see, trend, we are about 20 cents. Did we touch it already? Oh, we didn't we? Yep, 506.11. So keep your eyes peeled, 506, see if they can break it. And see if we don't break it, that means those bears, they're still guarding that 506 range. That means if we do get rejected and stay underneath, where we're going to go back down to 504, max pain. So we get back underneath 504. That means now that's going to go to the bears because we're underneath 504. So keep your eyes peeled on that. And they say for the 26 too. Oh shit! Look how many I might wait till Friday because look, I'm talking about SPY. Because look how many puts you got expiring Friday. You got over 1 million. And where? 504 max pain, baby. Oh, I'm gonna wait till Friday. I'm definitely gonna wait till Friday. You got 1 million contracts expiring Friday. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till Friday. We channel 503, 506 on SPY from because we was in this channel, Ethan. So we go back. Let me get my old chart out real quick. So yeah, we was in this old channel that we were in a while back. At first it was in the 50. What was the old channel? It was 503.50 tops and 495 bottoms, and then we broke out of that channel. So let me show you real quick. So if I go back, let me swing it up real quick. See, this was the old channel that we were in before. Oops, sorry, let me do that crap. Right about, what was that, 5? Yep, see how we channeled in this little area? We was in this old channel first. See, we came down. That was our old channel. This was February, where you rotated back and forth, 495 bottoms, 503 tops, till we broke above it and then ran. So now all we're doing is going into this channel that we had here when we channeled from the 508s back on down to the, I think it was around the 505s, and then we came out of that area and then held, bounce. But with that being said, if you go across the board, 508.50, since we're underneath it, is going to be resistance. It's no longer support because you're underneath it. When you was on top of 508.50, that's where you bounce. Now go across the board again, you're underneath it, now it can be resistance. So all these support areas can actually turn into resistant areas. Because you got to think about it, we're still on a downtrend pattern. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to put my lines. Because you remember I forgot the damn chart erased my lines. I'm going to have to figure this out again on how I did have my chart set up the last time. Shoot. Yeah, that crap messed me up. It erased all my damn lines. I'm going to have to try to put it back. I'm going to try to fix it the best way I can for the downtrend setup. Something like this, I guess. I don't even look right no more, man. Can't believe it did that to me. Erased all my lines. I'm going to have to try to re-put all this crap back again. bounce right about this level here. So, yep. So, tops. Right now, we at the tops. But it got to be a, let me see. Because we're on a downtrend pattern right now from SPY. SPY is downtrending now. I think that was the same one I had set up. Man, I wish I could put it back like I had it before. I got to figure out how I did it last time because I don't even look right, man. Look off. I don't like this one. I don't like the way I mean, I know I can see the tops. I'm just trying to figure out the bottoms now. Cause I can't put my lines again like I had it before, man. Yeah, this suck. I can't even put everything back like I had it. I'm gonna figure it out later on tonight. So if that means that we're already hitting this trend line, that means that 506 is gonna hold up as resistance then, because that's the red trend line. So that means we're already hitting resistance. So could that be a possible pullback already coming up? Now that I put this line there, let me see. Bold that in 3. That'll be your tops. And this one should be your possible bottoms because you bounced right here off of that trend line. So that'll be 3. Alright. So you hit, fall, and you are still testing this area right back. Because I wonder if we're going to get a downtrend break. Huh. So let me erase these lines real quick. Let me erase the 503. Well, let me just make it dark. I mean, I know I can see it. So let me see something. So if I take that off, it does kind of look like almost like a descending, like a downtrend breakout. Huh. For a SPY. So we would have to definitely get back above 506 to get out of that trend line. If not, you're going to get rejected at 506 and then come back down. If I got these lines should be damn near set up the way I had it before. I just can't remember how I did it. I had to move up a little bit. All right, hit, fall. We're right here at that trend line. So, and that's around 506. So I wonder if 506, it's like that's gonna hold up as resistance, or will we break out of 506 and actually, break out of the downtrend pattern that's setting itself up for, go for a squeeze. It's gonna be very interesting right here. As we're getting tight in this little wedge right here. Right here, around at 503, because as long as your 503.50 holds, that's support. So we know what support is right here, right across the board, 503.50. And you got 506 right above your head. So we are still trying to push, but I want to see if that 506 is gonna hold, or will we get rejected and actually come back on down? Because you're rotated from the tops, then rotated down to the bottoms. If you follow this channel, team, so you kind of like you rotated to the tops, now you're rotating to the bottoms, then back up to the tops, and you testing that strong trend line again. So that's why I said it's going to be very interesting. So I wonder if we're going to turn around here, or will we break out here? Because, I mean, it is set up for like a downtrend breakout, because you're getting into a tight squeeze in this wedge for a possible breakout. But if we don't stay above 506, then you'll come down.
Says, it's semi-early today, but best believe I'm catching the stream.
Man, shout out, boss. Yeah, right now, all the big moves didn't happen already. This morning, we had some economic data that came out. What was that came out today? Durable goods. Durable goods came out that went on a spike. I was betting against the market to fall, which I was telling everybody. I think he was here yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, he was in my live yesterday when I told everybody I was going in for a swing trade and I was betting on the market to fall, which it went my way and I did profit. So what I betted on SMCI to fall this way. So after we caught this little bounce here, I got in up here. And what happened this morning? Boom, we fell. I rolled that bad boy down, got out. Got out real quick. But it does look like it set itself up for like an H pattern. And for those who don't know what an H pattern is, I can break it down to you on what it is. H pattern is pretty much, is leading to more downside pretty much. So you can look at it as either an H pattern when it does this. You go on that neck, you went on, basically it's like a two-legged pullback. So you go on your first leg here, boom, you bounce on up, and then you go for a second leg here, possibly, when you go for a second leg on down. Because your next drop is normally your biggest drop. So that's why I'm anticipating if we do crack underneath 750, come down to 700, and all the way down to this trend line. You can not like I said, you can look at it as an H pattern, but what AK likes to look at it as, we call it a lightning bolt. You can look at it as a lightning bolt as well. You can look at it in this form. So you can look at it as a kind of like a lightning bolt pattern. When you do this, it looks like a lightning bolt pattern. And that basically leads to a downside. That's your indicator. So that's what I was anticipating. I thought it was going to actually, when I did get in, I was anticipating for it to continuously fall, but we got stopped right at 750. So I went ahead and just took my profit just in case it bounced, and it did. So I am going to wait for the next setup. So if we do crack, we still got more room to fall down to 700. So I'm just waiting to see if we start to get that weakness right underneath that 750. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes peeled to see if 750 is going to turn into resistance. But right now, it is definitely holding up as support right across the board. You can see it here where you bounced. You bounced. So right now you on a channel. If you are trading SMCI.
Yeah, I was there yesterday.
Okay, appreciate you.
About getting into trading a little on the side.
Yeah, definitely get with me because to kind of explain to me like what type of trader you are or what type of trader you want to be. Again, a swing trader, a day trader, options trader, whatever fits around your schedule. If you're working, if you're working during the days, we can work on swing trades where you can trade overnight, hold it overnight. If you're working at night, we can work on day trades where we can just trade in the morning. So definitely let me know, get with me, and I will help you with that, boss. I got you. No problem at all. So yeah, right here it does look like it's setting up for an H pattern on SMCI. So I'm just definitely waiting because I do want to jump in. Definitely want to jump in, but I still keep my eyes peeled on this 750 mark. But we are on the channel 750 to 800 because as you can see, we keep rotating back and forth between that $50 range here, 800 to 750. So 750 is still holding, but I'm anticipating a nice little crack on down for that H pattern when we come down to 700, crack 700, and all the way down to this green trend line. So I just don't want to jump in too early like I did before. Because I would have had way more better shares had I would have just put all my shares in today instead of holding over for a swing. Because I had to adjust my average. Because yesterday I jumped in a little early, I ain't gonna lie. I jumped in at 760, and then it wound up running up to 770. Then I think, how high did it go yesterday? It didn't touch 800. What did it go in after hours? Because I was watching it in after hours. Like 788, 790, somewhere in that bracket. So I was like, shit, I jumped in too early. So I had to take that trade. I had to take that entry. And then I waited for today. So as SMCI did go up to 800, all I did was just add more contracts to it to lower my average down. And then once we got that dump, contracts went up. I was out. So that's why I say you never go in full position. You always want to just take your time, test it. Go on with one. If you're going in with it don't matter if you're going in with just regular shares or contracts. Just test one. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, especially with contracts, if one is 100 shares automatically. But yeah, go on with one. And if everything is going your way, all right, adjust your average. Let it go up because you already know where the resistance mark is at, which I told y'all is going to be around 800. And as you can see here, 800. We ran up to where? 800. And I just waited. Boom, got in, rolled it all the way down to where? 750. So, I mean, it's not hard to call these plays, team. Oh, I'm sorry about that. AR Trades, what's up, boss? I see you. Do you not go in full position if you're under the PDT? Well, I got a trick around that, and I'm going to tell you how I get around that real quick, boss. I got 3 accounts, and I got them tied in together. So each account has 3 day trades, right? So that gives me 9-day trades a week. So once I use all 3 in one, all I do is transfer my money over to the other one, use 3 in that one, transfer my money over to the other one. But I don't trade no 9 times, though. Like me, I trade maybe 3 to 4 trades a week. Because all I do is wait on patterns. Like, I don't desperately trade. Like, I wait on setups. I just wait, like, because I even took a swing trade here. I took a swing trade, that was 1. Then I took a swing trade here, 2 trades. That was it. So yeah, I just wait for opportunities. I just wait for the setups. Then I go for the trades. So I don't desperately like trade every day after every candle. No, I wait for the perfect patterns to set up and I attack it. And that's normally what I do. Just like here. All I'm doing now, I see the pattern that's looking like an H pattern that could possibly be leading to more downside where you get that next leg on down because you got this first bounce here, first leg, and then for the possible second leg when you go even lower. So we already got the first leg. Like I said, I normally, especially on a move like this, I normally anticipate a 2-legged pullback when you get 1 leg here and then second leg here. So that's why I want to see if those bears can come in and take out 750, 700, back down to here. I mean, we done it before. So if we go back in the past here, we went from the red trend line all the way down to the green trend line. If you see how big that move was, think about that. What was this at? 1200. Go all the way down to this green line, and that's all the way down to where? 860. So look how much money you would have made had you just would have waited. You would have paid attention to your chart setup, catch those tops, and ride that bad boy on down. And then once you get to the green trend line, all right, go from puts to calls, get back in, now ride it back on up. See, that's all I do. I just wait for setups. That's literally all I do is wait for setups. I do not trade desperately every day. I literally wait on patterns to form. I wait for it to get to a certain areas I know that can be possible resistance, that can be possible support, and then I just go. Then I'll make my game plans from there. But that's normally how I trade, though, boss. I'm sorry, Jenna. Do you think 506 would be a good entry for a put? Do apologize, Queen. Sorry. Wait, I do have the wrong chart pattern out. I do apologize about that. Spy. Not right now. No, not yet. Remember I told you, wait on the confirmation, because you still got room to run up to this. Are we going up to this line here? Yeah, keep your eyes peeled on this trend line here. That's going to be up towards that. We may run up to 508. So keep your eyes peeled on this 508 range for right now, because like I said, it look like it want to set up for a possible squeeze, like a possible uptrend. Because you can see the pattern. You can clearly see it on here. It look like it want. Watch. Let me show you real quick. It looked like it wants to set itself up going up, and I'm gonna explain why. So if we go back, it looks like it wants to go on an ascending triangle squeeze, especially if Meta comes out good. That'll definitely add to that push. So let's see. So it looked like it. See this descending triangle right here? It looks like it wants to do a downtrend breakout, because you got green with one red candle versus all these green candles that still look bullish going up back this way. So you gotta think about it. You done already had all your red candles, right? Red. Now you're reversing over to green when you have way more greens on this side and one red candle versus this side. Well, we know it was bearish. This side was bearish. This side is bullish. You can clearly see that. So definitely don't jump in just yet. Be careful, because it could be setting itself up for a possible squeeze on up. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. So for right now, definitely keep your eyes peeled for right now, because you're above 506. Because calls and bulls are definitely moving in right now. So I would not go for a swing a short just yet. Definitely be careful right now. Let's see if we can do a little bit more digging, because you can see that nice red to green move right now. So again, wait to see once we get back on the 506. We do get back on the 506. Wait for confirmation for bears to come in. We'll get like massive red candles coming in. But right now, I would not be going for a swing trade right now, because it could be a possible bear trap. So don't get caught in it until we get clear signs that we are reversing back down. Right now, it's going up. Don't do that. You're going from red to green. And it does look like it wants to still move on up. So definitely be careful right now. So let's see if it's still on that trend. And then it got back on top of that trend line. So let's take off. Yeah, let me take this line off real quick. So if you can see, and think about it, Jenna, you're still on top of this trend line. Trend line's still going up. So definitely, we have not cracked that trend line yet. So do not jump in just yet. Don't do it yet. Wait till we crack that trend line. Let me move this over a tad bit more. Trying to make it as visible as I can. All right, so we already bounced off of the 495 mark. Let me take this off real quick. I'll put everything back. I just want to try to take off as many lines as possible. So you did bounce off of that 503, which was lining up with that trend line, and you can clearly see that. Came right down with that max pain of 504-ish mark right here with the trend line. So you had double the support. So we have room to possibly run back up to 506.50 up to 508. Yeah, so we're going back up towards these highs here, and that's going to be around 508. So definitely keep your eyes peeled to see if we're not going to go for a possible squeeze. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that right now. So yeah, so don't rush it. Yeah, don't rush right now. Just wait it out, because you already caught your pullback this morning. Pull back this morning. Now your buyers are moving back in. So yeah, right now it's definitely a no-go. So you're definitely building higher lows, higher lows. We're going up on this trend line. Damn near back up to this 508 mark, especially because you're already up to 506. So if I move this line here, go up to 508, you can clearly see it. So if I move this up to 508, boom, there you go. And you clearly see that we're trying to go back up to that area. And we also going to be running into that uptrend. So I just want to see what's going to happen around this area. So you can see right here, we're definitely testing that trend line coming up and that 508. So I definitely want to see what's going to happen at that line. And it's still pushing, still pushing. Yeah, definitely keep your eyes peeled. Do not jump in on push just yet. Not yet. Trend line still holding. Do not do that. Not yet until we get a reversal back on down. You see bears move in. I mean, it's green. Right now, it's definitely bulls. Buyers are moving in. Just wait it out. Because on top of that, too, we do have meta earnings coming out as well. So we don't know what it's going to do, if it's going to add more impact to the market, whether we go up on more upside or will we get rejected and come on the downside. So right now, we're above 506. The next intended area is 508. So definitely keep your eyes peeled to see where we go. As long as we hold above 506, you're going to run up to the next level, which is 508. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. So let's see where we go from this point. And it's still pushing 506.50. So let's see, we break past 506.50. We break past 506.50. Stay on top of 506.50. Then you got room to still run a 508. So definitely be careful. Definitely wait it out. Buyers are definitely moving in. Don't rush anything. Don't jump in just yet. Just wait it out. Wait it out. So like I say, even on my on my 12-hour chart, I mean, you can just clearly see that it's green, green, green. It's definitely going from bearish to bullish right now. So yeah, be careful on that. Don't jump in just yet. Let me see. Let's go back a little further too. Let's take a deeper dive in and see where these next resistance is going to be. So let's go back a little bit further. Let's take a deeper look. We know we're going to have some resistance coming up soon in the overhead. So let's see. Where's your strong support at? It should be around 508. I hate when this thing do this. 508. All right. Squeeze just a little bit more. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, 508. 508, because you can see right here where you bounce. You bounce, you bounce, you bounce. So it's definitely trying to rotate back to 508. You clearly see that. You leave from 508, you return back to 508. You leave from 508, you return back to 508. And it looked like it's trying to go back to where? 508. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that to see what's going to happen. But you still have room to run up to that 508. So that's what I'm saying. Old support can turn into resistance. So we want to see what's going to happen at that mark, because it's kind of pulling it up like a magnet in a sense. It's pulling it right back up to 508. So definitely keep your eyes peeled right here in this range as we start to slowly move up there. Getting a little bit of rejection, but we still haven't fell off just yet. So still don't jump the gun. It's a small pullback. Don't even do that, because you still got way more green candles than that small red candle. That's just letting you know, because you're not getting a massive pullback. You're getting a small red candle versus all these greens, which can be a possible bear trap for that little pullback and for other buyers to move in for a possible push on up. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Because it's green, 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 that small red candle. So again, you see all these buys, you see the buying pressure versus that one red candle. Don't fall for that. So yeah, just be patient, wait it out. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Play up my music. I forgot I got YouTube music right now. Let me jam some music real quick while we setting up and doing the damn thing. Let me go back. Oh yeah, and then it didn't give me no copyright strike because I checked it out. So all it says now, let me show y'all what it says now. So now when I use music from YouTube, all it says now is license added. See, restrictions none, license added. So shout out to YouTube. Shout out to YouTube for hooking a brother up with a little music playlist. Without getting dinged for it. Shout out to YouTube. They are the best. So I'm going to go to my little playlist that I'm not getting copywritten for. All right, cool. Wait, huh? Wait, I am going to record you saying that I fall for that. Wait, saying what? J Beans, what you talking about? Record me saying what? Wait, what I did? Talking about not falling for the red candle. Wait, what you mean you fell for it? What you talking about? And I fall for it all. What you mean you fall for it? We talking about on the call side or you talking about on the put side? What are you talking about? You probably entering wrong. That's probably what you doing. I got spooked all the time by red by one candle. But what are you doing? That's what I'm saying. Are you doing calls? You doing puts? Yeah, but you have to understand that buyers moved in already. I mean, like we already got our pullback. That's what I'm saying. Because now you have to think about it. We already fell. Now we bouncing back on up. Even some of your companies are moving back on up. But you have to understand the resistant areas. It's gonna pull up to resistant areas, certain channel areas like a magnet. So that's why I told even you can ask Trend Detector. We were talking about the 505. I said we may not go to 505. We may go up to 506. And where did we go? 506. So I mean, it's not about falling for it. It's about understanding the patterns to it. I mean, that's really what it is. Understanding the pattern because all it's doing is rotating. It's rotating. You rotate up, you rotate down. That's all it's doing, going up and down, up and down, up and down. It just rotates. All I'm saying is right now, do be mindful because, and the reason why I'm saying be careful now is because we have not data, but we have earnings that can lead to hype. That's the only reason why. So, I mean, sometimes the market may move a certain way without data and without earnings, but you have to understand we have some big name companies with earnings that's coming out this week. We already just had Tesla. Everybody thought Tesla was gonna fall at first, but what happened? Tesla spiked. Same thing happened to Meta. Everybody think Meta might fall. Meta might spike due just to the hype. Due to the fact is a lot of these people got caught up in that bloodbath last week when I'm pretty sure a lot of buyers got slaughtered. Now they have the opportunity to buy up. They're gonna get excited and add the hype to it. But like, okay, like what do you like doing more? Do you like going for calls more, or do you like going for like puts more, like shorting more? Like what's the favorite thing? Because I can tell you on how to what to look out for. Because it's not hard at all. Like what are you better at? Calls, puts, shorts, longs. I go both ways depending on the trend line. Oh, okay, I got you. So, see, all I did, like, when I got in on my swing trade on SMCI, all I did was play the pattern. So, let me go to it real quick. All I did is, again, my channel, my trend line. That's all I did. So, all I did was do this. Music, no, just a little lower. Stretch it out. Boom, 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 boom. All I did was play my pattern. See my channel? So my red line is resistance, my green line is support. I mean, look how well SMCI plays off on it. You hit the red line, you fall. You hit the red line, you fall. You hit the red line, you fall. You hit the green line, you bounce. Hit the green line, you bounce. All I do is play the pattern. That's it. That's all I do is play the pattern. So what made me jump in yesterday was anytime I see a long candle or a long drop, sometimes it leads to a two-legged pullback. So normally I anticipate one leg and then the second leg like this. So that's why I jumped in yesterday because like I said, I trade patterns. So let me go to it real quick. This is what I look for. So when I see a move like this, because when you have a massive candle, whether it's on the upside or the downside, it's going to take some time for the opposite side to even get back up to those highs. So you have to understand when, especially on a drop and we're trying to go back on up, now you have to think about the lines that's no longer support anymore because you broke past it. Now you have to think about those support lines that's now resistance. So what did we lose as we fell? We lost 800. We lost 860. So now when I seen this drop here, the first thing I aimed for was what? 800. So I'm looking for that first leg here and then for the possible second leg here. And that's why I went for my swing trades. But I look for patterns. And like I said, I also do some research and I go back, especially using this chart. So I tried to, all I did was figure out what was strong support and strong resistance. So as we were underneath certain areas, like when we were falling, the only thing I did after we fell was look back up. I said, okay, what were some areas that we bounced at, strong bounces that can now be strong support? Strong resistance. So all I did was I found that first bounce here, which is 800, and I went across the board like this, and you can clearly see now 800 is no longer support, is now resistance. Because look what happened. Instead of bouncing, you're getting rejected, which is leading to your first leg pullback. So because the fact is we can't break above 800. So what's going to happen? You're going to get weak. It's going to tire them buys out. Now you're going to go to a further drop on down because you can't break 800. If we crack 750, bear's going to move into 750. You crack 700, bear's going to move into 700 and slowly move it back down. So that's what I look for. I just look for patterns. And as you can see right here, as the market is moving, as SMCI is moving, look what's happening right now. Look at it. See right here, JB? Look right here. Getting weak already. We done lost 800. Now bears are trying to take over 750. Because if you notice, they coming down. Every level, they keep coming down. They're trying to take over each territory. They took over 800. The next area is 750. You can see right here, clearly 750 is getting weak. So once that gets weak, then we go down to where? 700. Why 700? Because we bounced. That's support. So that'll be your next area, which will start leading to the next pullback on down. So right now, we're still getting a little weak, getting a little, where we at right now? 755. So we haven't cracked it yet, but that candle is looking hella weak right now for that potential second leg pullback. So that's all I'm doing. Same thing with SPY. SPY just have to fix my damn chart, though. Let's see. Now with SPY, the only thing I was saying right here, you could just put a line across the tops on your chart, and you can see every time you hit that red line, you fall. Red line fall, red line fall, red line fall. You can see that clearly across the board. You get around the green line, you bounce. So right where we're at right now, green line. But the only thing that's still holding you up is 503.50. So we never cracked it, right? And then I see green right now. I still see green candles, meaning that it's still bullish. You can look at the volume too. It's all basically green volume. It's just one red bar. So that's letting me know it's bullish. So that's why I'm saying be careful, because it can set itself up for a potential. Instead of a downtrend crack, you can lead on a downtrend break. So instead of going down, you can actually set yourself to go up. So, and I'm saying, because the reason why I'm saying it is, as long as you have a floor, those buyers can take advantage of the 504, 503, and push where you go up instead of down. So that's why I'm saying that. And we are in a tight squeeze right here around this descending wedge here that can lead to either a pop or a drop. So that's why I'm saying be careful, because we don't know which way it's going to go. We do have some meta earnings coming out that may lead to a lot of hype, where buyers can move in and actually push it on up towards the 508, 510s. So you can actually go on a downtrend break, which you can still run up to this red line here, this 50-day moving average. And you have room to run. That's 510 right here. So that's why I said just keep it on watch until we break certain key levels to ensure us that we're going down. So what would need to happen? Okay, we need to crack 506. We would need to crack 504. We would need to crack 503.50, because we have to take every floorboard away from those buyers. Every floor that they can bounce, we have to take it away all the way out. But the reason why I call out 503.50 a lot is because 503.50 is our old breakout area. So we go back across the board to February. What's it, February? When this broke out? Yeah, it was February. So as you can see right here, what did we have to break to even get to 504s, 505, 510s? We had to break what? 503.50. So that's why I said that as long as that holds up as support, market can keep going up. Because look what happened when we broke above 503.50 last time. We broke above 503.50 last time, and what happened? We ran on up. You can clearly see that. So that's why I say we would need to take out 503, take that floor away from them, and then you'll see further downside. So if we go back, let me see, screen up just a little bit, boom, 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 and look at the difference. Go across the board. Where we at? 503.50, holding up as support. That can actually still go back on up. But if the bears come in and take out and hold underneath the 508, push those buyers back down to 506, back down to 504, back down to 503.50, and move this way. So as you see right now, where we at right now? 505. See, bears are trying to take out what? 506. So we need to take out 506. If they can take them out without the buyers creating a bear trap, you can definitely move back on down to where 504 to this area here. So definitely keep your eyes peeled right here in this key level to see if those bears can come in hard around 506. But if not, if they keep on procrastinating, bulls can move in, set up a bear trap, and actually go on a squeeze instead of a breakdown. So as you can see right here, it almost looks like a bull flag. It almost looks like a bull flag pattern. So let me see. You can clearly see it too right here. Oh, sorry. Right by. It almost looked like a bull flag pattern, almost setting itself up because you got the green with that one red. Almost somewhat of a bull flag pattern. But again, in order to avoid a bull flag pattern, those bears are gonna have to come in hard, take out 506, stay underneath 506, and keep pushing down. Because we have to get some type of confirmation, not just one candle. I mean, you definitely got good confirmation that bears are coming back in. Oh, what we got? I'm sorry. Heck of a reversal from SPY 506 drop. Made 200 this morning. 506 definitely a hard area to get past. Yeah, again, we go back in the past to 506. Look right here. Hell yeah, it's hard to break past. Look right here. Go across the board. These dotted lines. 506 rejected. 506 rejected. 506 rejected. So yeah, 506 is gonna be tough. But they as long as those bears can hold 506, we can go back down. But wait for confirmation. I don't do confirmation off of one candle. Like I need to get a good solid candle, and I need to see a good pattern. Because one red candle, especially on how manipulative the market is, it looked like a fade. Because just like with Nvidia. Nvidia is the same exact way, because it looked like it want to fall. What happens? It spikes on up. I mean, it's a lot of manipulation. That's the only thing you got to worry about is manipulation. So now we are getting a decent pullback right now. So let's go to look at a 15. See, all I do is wait on confirmation. That's all I do is wait on confirmation to make sure that we're getting a decent pullback. Because I don't want to see a red. Because like I said, you can't confirm it until that candle closes, because that candle can easily go back up, and then you'll have a lower shadow. So wait till it finally closes on out, go to the next candle. So let's see. And we are definitely pulling back down 505? Definitely pulling back, boom, got it. All right, where's my damn 15-minute time frame? 15. All right, here we go. So you can see it even better here. There we go. See, green. And now your reds are coming in. Now you can clearly see it. So what was this? 506. Yeah, 506.50. 506.50. You got rejected at 506.50. Then you came back down towards that 506. Now you coming back down around what? Did we crack the 505.50 there? Yep, 505.50 back down. So now you got a confirmation. Now that's what you do. See how you got? Now you see how you get that confirmation, J Beans. Now you see how you got that red candle. All right, cool. We got that pullback. Now it can be setting itself up for somewhat of an H pattern where it'll go green and then your bears will move right back in. All you have to do is wait on that confirmation. Just that one candle tells you everything you need to know. That's why I was just saying, wait until you get confirmation. Boom, you got it. There it is. That one confirmation can just set off everything and help you out in every which way. Because now it's telling you, okay, bears are moving in, they're holding a certain key level. All right, now we can possibly move back down. Well, I trade with a 2-minute time frame, but I look for patterns between a 15-minute and a 30-minute. Now, I use a 15 a lot more because 30 minutes, you got to wait damn near 30 minutes for the candle to even close. Here, I mean, you just have to wait 15 minutes, but you get nice, decent patterns. I mean, you can see everything clearly, throughout the whole day. It's going to bounce back up to 505.50. Yeah, 505.50. Because wasn't SPY doing the 50 cent movement last time? It was taking out like all the 50 cent ranges, like 850. I'm sorry, 508.50, 507.50s, 507, and like I think it was moving like in 50 cent ranges or something like that. Last time, if I remember, because bears just moved in at 506.50, then down to 506, then 505.50, then 505. So that means 505.50 could be a resistant area. So we'll see 505.50. So we should be coming back up here. So we should be testing it right now, 505.50. So they should be guarding this area. Those bears should be these bears should be right here. If that's if that's what they're doing. 505.50. So bear should be right here. So I'm keeping on watch because you already lost 506 again. 506 again. So now you're coming back down lower. Boom. Underneath 505.50. Here you go. 505.50. Yep. So yeah. See, we got rejected underneath 505.50. You see it right here. 505.50. Boom. 505.50. Lose 505. Down to 504.50. So now everything is pretty much moving down. There go your pullback. So that's all I was saying, JBs. Just look for that confirmation. Just like I said, get that good red candle to let you know those bears are in. Done. That's it. Now you're getting confirmation. I should have jumped in on the put. Shit, I should have did it as I was talking. I was too busy still looking at SMCI. I'm still got my dude. When I say I'm still watching SMCI like a hawk, y'all don't understand. I'm still watching this bad boy for that 750 crack. I'm still watching it for that 750 crack for that movement on down to 700. I'm still watching it. It looked like it slowly wants to crack. That's all I'm waiting on. Give me that confirmation 750 crack. Boom. Start to move back on down. I'll get in again for another swing. Get in for a swing down, possibly 700. So I am definitely keep my eyes peeled on that. Definitely keep my eyes peeled on that potential pullback. So I want. The only thing I don't like about next week's contract is they so crappy. Like it has no, like they don't have any volume on these charts. They moving, but have them moving like in dashes. I don't like that. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Like I can show y'all right now. Watch. Like those contracts for next week, the volume is just so horrible. See? Look at the volume on this crap. 100, 318. Like you gotta go all the way down into some expensive areas to see some volume. You gotta go to $35 to see 1,000 volume. Everything else is just crappy. But if I go to the ones for this week, I mean, of course we're gonna have a lot of volume. So you can see we have way more volume on these. I mean, 500, 1,000 on these for puts. Keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. Yeah, about 5,000 on a. Let me see. So let me go to this one real quick. I might use that one. Let me see how the contract looks. So if it looks good, I'm gonna show you how a healthy contract's supposed to look. So yep, that one's healthy too. Still bouncing on that 750. Come on, man. I just don't want to seem like I'm jumping in early like I did yesterday. So that's why I'm trying to just, man, I should have got in at 760 and wrote it down. That's what I should have got in on 770. So I should have did down to 750 just in case. I should have just jumped in early because the contract then went from watch. Let me show you the contract that I was in. Let me bring it up real quick. See, this is the contract that I was in, team. Did I make a copy of it? Yeah, here we go. See, this is the one I was in earlier. You can clearly see where I got out. I was way at some bottoms, so I had ended. Yeah. See, I got in at one at $7. Then I got in another one way at $3. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, all I did was just wait on setups. So, but it's healthy. It's a healthy contract. It's definitely healthy. I mean, you see green candles. You don't see dashes. The only dash you see is my VWAP. So. Again, if we do crack 750, that bad boy, I can still get in at 6 for the possible run on up to 10 if we can get that 750 crack. So if we get this 750 crack, that means my contract is going to go back up. So all I'm doing is waiting on confirmation right now because I can see the VWAP is holding on my contract, which I could get in and anticipate we're going to go back on up because the fact is we're going to crack on down. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes peeled to see which way I can go on that. So I showed y'all my contract I was in earlier. But I'm definitely watching SMCI because I know I got out early and I was supposed to ride it all the way down. But the volume was just so up and down because NVIDIA drove me crazy. I ain't going to lie to you. NVIDIA drove me up the wall starting off because it just kept bouncing, then rejected, bouncing, rejected. I'm like, so yeah, it gave me a headache starting off because I was watching NVIDIA to trade SMCI because I was seeing what NVIDIA was going to do, then I was going to go by there. So NVIDIA started to crack a certain areas, As long as NVIDIA stayed underneath 840, then I knew that SMCI was going to stay underneath 800. So the minute we started turning around from 840 on NVIDIA, I knew that SMCI was going to turn around on 800 back down, and that's how I did it. I just did it watching the video. That's really all I did. Because I knew the price points of NVIDIA of where it needed to go or needed to stay underneath. And right here, when I seen that 840, and right here looked like another H pattern on NVIDIA. Look at that. Boom. Underneath where? I told you, 820. So, we're getting there. Well, I see an H pattern on SMCI, but I need you to just crack that. Yeah, we can get underneath 750. I just need to get underneath 750. Because that's the strong support line. So, as long as it can get back underneath that, I'm going to go for it again. I'm going to go for another contract. I was trying to go for next week, but like I said, those contracts are just so crappy. The volume sucks on it. Because I really wanted to stretch it out and like just hold it out to next week, but the volumes are just horrible on these contracts. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a decent one for next week, but like I said, the volume is horrible, team. Let me see. I'm gonna try to find one. See, watch. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how next week contracts look on how they look terrible. They look like straight dashes. I mean, some of them got some candles, and then you got up. I mean, they moving, but it's just like, ugh. I just don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, like I say, you can still make money from them. I just like healthy contracts, man. I just don't like all these dashes. It just makes me. I just don't like it. I just have a pet peeve with that crap. And then I have to go even lower just to find decent ones. See, the only other one they have 1,000 is like what, a $35 contract. That's all the way here. See, and that's a $35 contract. I mean, at least it looks half decent, but it's expensive. So the only other one after that, above it, that has decent volume is the one I showed y'all earlier, and that's the one I think was this one. I think this was the one I showed y'all. That's one at a 12 Delta. I mean, like I said, it's a little decent. It's not bad, but I mean, I could trade it. I mean, volume could move in next week, but I mean, but not just that though. Because like, even if I go to this, I mean, look how many. What was it at? SMCI. What was this dated for, the third? So the thirds. Look how many puts. That's it. You only got these many for the third. 6,000, 5,000 versus 21,000. I mean, it could move up. Don't get me wrong, it could move up for next week, but right now, just the volume sucks on the puts right now. And the max pain is what, 800, which we already hit 800. So that's the reason why I don't want to deal with the next week contract. I mean, the volume is so low. But I don't want to. This is going to be tough. Because I'm trying to debate on what contracts I want to use. I mean, I might just use the same one I used before that I traded with. I might just use that one till Friday. I might have to. Because, I mean, these contracts, I just don't like these, man. They just look crappy. Because what was the low on this contract? What was it? $8? No, $6. $6 ran up to 14. So I would have had to go. I had to start early in the morning. And then roll that bad boy on up all the way to $14. Let me see. I mean, I can still get out. I mean, because, you still got some volume on it. It just, I don't know. It just sucks. I don't like it. But, I mean, I know it's a way to put me in a safe space. I'm going to figure it out. Because I want to get in for another swing, but I want to make sure I'm getting in a good contract, man. Because the one I was in was hella good. I mean, you go all the way from $3, then run back on up, man. But it's dated for Friday. That's the only issue I had with that one. That was the only issue. I ain't gonna lie, team. I might use the same contract I had before. I might use the same one. I mean, that seemed like the only one to use that has a lot. I mean, it makes sense because my Delta was good on that one. I gotta see if I can find it. I gotta see if I can find my old contract. I might use the same one. I think I found it. All right, so I think it's the same one. Yeah, I think this is the same one. I might just use the same one because, like I said, it's healthy. See how healthy it looks? I mean, ignore my purple line, but You see how healthy it looks though, candle wise. I mean, it looks hella healthy. Healthy. See that? There's no dashes. Everything is just looking normal. The only thing I just don't like, I don't really like holding contracts all the way towards the end of the week. That's the only thing I don't like. That's why I like to spread it out just in case anything pops off, and you know, that's the only thing. So SMCI, I'm gonna have to wait for it to go back on up because I'm not gonna put in no puts at 750. That's not happening. I like to get away from those areas, away from support. So we can get a nice move back on up. I'll add maybe, because it does look like it want to still go down, but it needs to let go. It look like it want to let go now. It look like it's still getting weak on 750 range. But JB, you see what I mean by that confirmation on that red candle? Like, look how low it is now. Now that you got that red confirmation, now you can just play the pop-ups now, and boom. I mean, like I said, just be patient and wait on confirmations, because especially once you know that green momentum stops and then your bears come in, then you go from there. But you have to wait on confirmation, because again, what if we didn't turn? You know, what if we would have kept breaking on out? You know, but once you get this confirmation here, boom, that's a wrap. That's what I do. Do you think SPY is going back to 503? The way that it's looking, it do. I mean, look where we're at right now, 505. I mean, it does look like it wants to reverse back on down. And then, but now you're underneath the VWAP. You're underneath the VWAP now. That's going to start to actually push it even more back down to the 503. So it's like you're going to go back up and then back down to this 504, 503 mark. I mean, like I said, it looks like it. I mean, and again, that red candle gave us a confirmation that bears are moving in, trying to push everything back down. So you're underneath the VWAP. So we're gonna see, because a lot of your companies starting to go red. I mean, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, AMD. The only ones that's in green still is Tesla, Apple, Google, Microsoft. Matter of fact, what is Tesla? Is Tesla still back underneath? Nope, still on top of 160. Still on top of 160. Still trying to channel in this little range right there. I see that, what it's doing. So what is this? 164. So 160, 164 is channeling back and forth. 158, maybe 158. But it's still on top of that. It's still on top of 160. See, it's still on top of the channel. So it's trying to hold. Put it like this. It's trying to turn 160 to support, because now, like I said, if that holds, then we'll have to move the channel up. So for example, if safe as this holds, like if 160 holds, then what we'll have to do is do this. If 160 holds, we'll have to move this to 180. This is what we'll have to do. We have to move now the resistance up to 180 up here. And we'll scroll it down just a little bit. Change this 140 to 160. That'll be the bottoms here, and then 150 to 170. That'll be your mid area. So that's as long as it holds. If not, we have to put it back to the normal weight. So if you notice that, boom. So as long as this 160 holds, now you'll be in a new channel, right? Because 160 is holding up as support, and you can rotate on up to 170 up to 180 as long as this holds. If it holds. If not, we'll go back to the old channel. So 160 is going to be definitely a determined factor. So it's going to rotate around 160, because again, above 160 you can run up to 180. Below 160 you'll run back down to 140. So think of put it like this. Think of a huge channel with opportunities. You hold 160, you got $20 up. You get below 160, you got $20 down. So keep your eyes peeled on 160. So as long as it holds on top, 160 holds support, you got room to run up to 170 to 180. You stay below 160, you got room to run down to 150, 140. So right now it's holding at this moment slightly, like it's barely holding. It's trying to hold on for dear life. So I'm definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. SPY's getting weak. Yeah, because then we're under the VWAP. So let's see. As I told you, like I said, see JB, now you see what I mean? If JB's still here, now you see what I mean by that confirmation? Once you got that one red candle, that was a wrap. I told you. Now you're safe. Now you don't have to guess. Yeah, see, you don't have to guess anything because you got confirmation just from that one red candle. After we got that green run up, now your bears came in. Now you're doing a green to red. So now once you got that confirmation, now what those bears gonna try to do is keep pushing down from one price range to the next, from the 505 to the 504s to possibly the 503s. So again, all you gotta do is wait on confirmation, get clear signs that we know that the market is reversing now. Now you can go for it. Boom. And now we're underneath the VWAP2. Everything is starting to switch over. It's moving back down. Clear confirmation. That's it. Now you move it down. Boom. See? Look how easy that was. Easy, easy, easy. One confirmation, look at the market. Boom. There it is. Nah, it's not, but it's not about being, chicken little bean. Because I know you're a great trader too, boss. It just, put it like this. Once you, we alerted Coldplay, but like, J Bean, I'll put it like this. I'm gonna make it as simple for you as possible. Once you start to understand on how the price action works on SPY, it's easy for you to trade it. Now, what I mean by that is SPY likes to normally move by twos. You'll go from 508, 506, 504, 502 down to the 500. It normally likes to move by twos. But it will move in some 50-cent increments within that area. Like 505, like 506.50, which I rejected at 506.50, 504.50, 503.50 right here, 503.50. All right. It just moves by increments. But SPY normally reacts around even numbers. It normally reacts around again 505s. 502s, 504s, 506, 508s. Because again, if we look at 506 price. Like, let's go back real quick. I'll show you what I mean. So if we take this, let's go to the even number of 506. Let's bring this down. 506, right? All right, let's go back across the board. Where did you see most of this reaction at? Where's it at? Am I missing it? All right. Wait, where am I at? 506. Let me go back. Go back. What was that price at? Right. Oh, right here. I'm sorry. Yeah, right here. 506, 506. 506. You see that how it acted around an even number? How it had way more reaction around the even number. All right, let's move up to 508. Let's see what type of actions happen around 508. Let's go up there. Let's move it. So let's go to 508. But if you notice it's even numbers. So let's go up. All right, 508. So let's go across the board to see if we see any actions around 508. 508, got a little bounce at 509. Let me see. Should have some errors around 508. I'm gonna have to go way, way further back. Let me use my 30-30 maybe. 30-30 day. All right, 508. All right, go back. Oh, god dang, I still gotta go back even further. Good lord. Let's see. I'm trying to find it exactly. Yeah, 508. Came up, 508, boom, came on down. So you kind of see that. It just has more reactions around the even numbers. That's just how SPY just works like that. It just is weird. Like, I started to pick up on that because I was noticing, like, you move around the 503s, like the odd numbers, 503s, 505s, but you have more reactions and more, like, rotations around even numbers. Like, right, like I said, 506, 504. Look right here, where you bounced at. Even though it said 503.50, what number's around that? 504. So you seen that. Boom, 504, boom, ran back on up. It's not, like I said, it's not hard to see that. Yeah, and that's all you focus on. That's how I knew what areas to call. Like when me and who was I talking to? Who was I talking to about that earlier? Was that you, JB? No, Trend Detector. Like when Trend Detector, I told Trend Detector, I said he had brought up 505. I said we may break 505 and go to 506. So that's why I said pay close attention. But also, with that being said, on this pullback, the next thing that we want to focus on is that trend line. See, you're still on top of that trend line still. Even though you're getting a pullback, you're still on top of that trend line. See, we would need to crack that trend line because we don't want SPY bouncing on anything other than these flat surfaces. So as long as you're on this trend line, a trend line moves up. So we need to crack that trend line to avoid it going up any further. So we need to crack that trend line, crack that 503, and move down this way. So that's what we need to anticipate. So you can see right here clearly, we definitely need to crack this trend line because other than that, it's going to keep going up. We need to come down and crack it, plus that 503.50, and come down to the 502s, 500s. So right now we're still on the trend line. So keep that in mind. Trend line still. Yo, where the bounce at? The next area should be, as far as SPY, what's the next trail bounce area? Where we at right now? 504, 504.50. 504.50 was the bounce, if I'm not mistaken. We bounced at 504.50. Let me go up to it. Let me double check that. Make sure, boss. Make a duplicate. I think 504.50 was the bounce. Let's see. Yep, 504.50. 504.50 was the bounce. You can see it right here. Yeah, see it right here. Cisco. 504.50. Boom. See, I told you it's like it likes to work around 50 cents too. 50 cent ranges. I mean 505.50, 506.50, 506.50 you got rejected. 504.50 you bounced. So pretty much we do it. Look at it from this standpoint. If we take this trend line, I mean this line here, we'll just do 506.50 because that's where you got topped at. So 506.50. Boom. Take off that 503.50 for right now. We're gonna just focus on that. This channel. So right now you kind of bouncing back and forth. You kind of ping ponging from 504.50, 506.50. You're like in the $2 range. Oh, that's another thing, J Beans, that on like normal days when you don't have a lot of activity, SPY likes to move in like in somewhat of a $2 range. It normally would do that. You know, once you get into like a channel, because you can see right here we're bouncing back and forth, 504.50 to 506.50. It just ping ponging back and forth in a $2 range. Even numbers, 504, 506, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, what they could be doing, like they normally do, because do remember, tomorrow's Thursday, right? We do have GDP data. And normally what SPY normally likes to do, it likes to set up a channel before major data comes out. So don't be surprised if we stay in a channel, till the market close. So, you're getting into like a channel to the next day, then you're going to a major move. And it normally would do that. It would normally channel right before the day of a big economics data come out, which GDP is going to be big economics data. And then you're going to have PCE Friday. So if we don't break out of this level here from the 504.50, 506.50, it could channel until tomorrow. And then you also got Meta coming out too. So that could add some hype because we do have Meta earnings coming out today. But right now, as of now, we could just channel for the time being. As long as that 504.50 holds and that 506.50 holds, we could just channel until volatility moves in and give us the course of direction that it wants to go. So do be mindful of that. You're probably going to channel back and forth until it makes a decision. But we are still on that uptrend. Do not forget about that. Still on the uptrend. Still going up, still going up, still going up. So keep your eyes peeled on that. So right now, if that uptrend, that trend line, with an ascending triangle remains successful, it could squeeze out of that 506.50 and actually run up. But again, if those bears continuously hold, we could get a rejection on down. So right now we're just in a channel, back and forth until the market picks a certain direction that it wants to go. Whether it wants to go down or go up. So do be mindful of that. We are in a $2 channel, 504.50, 506.50. It's going in the channel, sideways right now, sideways. How I'm looking on mine? Ooh, it cracked 750. And y'all ain't tell me nothing. Yeah, let me see if Coldplay told me anything. Nope, Coldplay ain't told me nothing either. None of y'all told me nothing. Y'all ain't tell me that SMCI cracked 750. I was talking about SPY the whole time. Every time I talk about SPY, SMCI always sneak past me every time. Yep, look, boom, that's what I was waiting on. So, let me see if we're going to stay underneath that. Now 750 is going to be resistance, no longer support, for a possible move back this way. So, let me get myself set up, because now where we at? Shit, I should have been jumped in. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on it. I'm going to watch this side, because I might go in for another put opportunity. So, I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm worrying. Nah, I'm messing with you. Nah, Coldplay, I was messing with y'all. I'm messing with y'all. I don't put responsibility on nobody but myself, boss. It was a joke. I was just clowning. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled because we are underneath 750. So if we stay underneath 750, what I want to do though, I'm not going in on a red candle. I definitely want to wait for a green candle opportunity where we move back up now, since I got confirmation that we are underneath 750. Matter of fact, let me also watch Nvidia too. So if Nvidia stays underneath a certain so it would have to stay underneath 800. Okay, so for mine to be successful, Nvidia would have to stay under 800. So if Nvidia stays under 800, SMCI is going to stay under 750. So I have to watch Nvidia's movement, but that is the H pattern on Nvidia. That's definitely an H pattern on down. So it looked like SMCI is making this H pattern as well. But I definitely see an H pattern on Nvidia. You can clearly see that crap. So that means with that H pattern, we could see some further downside on Nvidia. So how far can Nvidia go? How low can Nvidia go? Let me hurry up and see something real quick. Hold up. I'm gonna put it back, team. I just need to see something. How much lower can Nvidia go? Let's see. Oh, why does this thing keep doing that? So we got down to this trend line. That's around what, 780? Almost 780-ish. 780. So where we at right now? So that's what, $20 away. And if you crack this trend line, you got to run back down to that 760. Let me see if I can. I'm trying to see if I can set myself up for it. All right, let me go back to SPY. All right. What's up, traders? Back after a bit. Shout out to you, Marty. I'm just trying to see if I can go for another possible swing trade on SMCI. So it's underneath 750. I'm trying to see how I can set myself up though. I should have took the top. I should have took those tops all the way up to 770 and then wrote it down. That'd have been smart because I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait for it to make another peak. Unless a green candle does move in. Let me see. What's my 3-minute time frame? That's my 15-minute. SMCI. I need to change one to a 3-minute real quick because I need to see if I see any patterns on a 3-minute time frame. Yep. Let me see. So yeah, it's giving me. Yeah. So we did crack 750. So I'm gonna have to wait for another which would be 760. So we do go back on up. 760 could be resistance for the possible move back on down. Because you already bounced 760 because you already got rejected at around 770. Now on down to this possible 760 when we come back on down. So I'm going to have to wait for a move back on up because I'm not getting right at 750. Now the only difference though, see the only difference is that 50 moved down. Now, like somewhat of a floor. Well, I'm gonna watch it. Let me see where we go. That'd be 753-ish up here. Because I'm trying to avoid like some type of crossover. Say if we can stay down on these 750, we'll continuously move down this way. I just don't want to see those indicators cross over and go back up this way. That's what because it does look like a big ass W. It do. It looked like a W, like this. That's why I don't want to get in at these bottoms because it does look like a huge W. So in order to avoid that W, we got to stay underneath 750 because if not, this can possibly happen where we do this. That's why I want to avoid this. Where it looks like something like this. That's what I want to avoid. That's why I won't catch these bottoms at all. So unless, again, those bears come in heavy at 750 and really drag it down, if that level just holds, like kind of stays steady, that's the only concern I have. That's it at this moment. Only concern I have that area just kind of levels and buyers start to move right back above 750 and it starts to go back this way. And I definitely don't want to get trapped in that crap. In order for that to be successful on my end underneath 750, we have to see a drop first. We have to see a drop down and then a pop up to 750 on the downside. But here it's just kind of floating. So that's going to kind of be, that's why I don't want to go in because that can turn into a W real quick. So what I would need for SMCI to do is drop away from 750 so you can return back to it because therefore it'll be resistance and then come down. See right here, you're just kind of floating around it, and I don't trade that. So that's why I wanted to see some confirmation of a nice sell off or something away from it, and then then a pull back to it to test it, test it on the downside. But right here, just kind of tricky because you don't know if it's gonna pop up or it may still go down. So right here, this area is real. That's why I don't never trade this type of area right here. Where like when you rotate around, I don't like trading right here because again, you never know if buyers can move in and it pushes up, or bears come in and push it down. But this area is a little tricky. That's why the best thing to do, that's kind of like a VWAP. The best thing to do, if you know it's a certain price point that the market is going to return to, the best thing to do is play around it. Meaning that, okay, if it leaves from this area, I want to get in away from it so it return back to it, or whether it's on the upside or the downside. You leave from it, you return back to it. This would be a call opportunity. You leave from it, you return back to it, which would be a put opportunity. So you never want to get in like right here because, again, you never know which way it's going to truly go. If it's going to go up or go down. So that's why I'd rather wait for it to go away from it where I can go in for an entry back down to it. Again, for a call. If you get away from it, I can ride it up to it. But that's why, like I said right here, it's just going to rotate around this little area. So that's why I'd rather wait for either a pop on up for for us to return right back to it, or a drop on down where we can return back to it. But right here in this little area is a little tricky, very tricky. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the opportunity. So right now we are getting a little bit of pullback, so I don't mind that. Pull back from it, boom, come on up, get rejected. Because you already tested it on the upside. Now we're gonna test it on the downside. So definitely want to see the best entries right now. Because you already rotated here. 9 times out of 10 you're gonna rotate this way. All right, let me see how I'm gonna do this. So I knew I should have got up here. I knew I should have got in up here because that would have saved everything. If I would have got in up here at 765, I could have rolled that down to 750, or even hold it. As long as that's, you see, we still pulling back. So if I would have got up here, I'd have had a good entry, 765, and just because I would have had a safe entry, risk level would have been low, reward would have been high because I could have just kept holding it. As long as it stay in this area and not go back up to my entry, could have just been riding this. Boy, that sucked. I'm gonna figure it out. Trust me, I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know, Mar. That's a good question. I haven't heard from her. Did she come through today? I don't think she. Oh, and then I came in late too. That's another reason why. Because instead of going in like my normal time, yeah, she probably had something to do around this time. Because normally I'm in at 9, and so it's way past that. It's like 2 o'clock, and I'm pretty sure she's not in here. Probably doing something. Probably busy. She probably traded when I wasn't in here. Oh, not you. Okay, so she didn't go in nobody's live bit. Okay, I got you. Just trying to figure this out. Because I want to go in for another swing trade. But I'm just trying to figure it out how I want to play this. So I have to look at both. Let me look at my 12-hour chart too. Where's it at? God dang it. Where's my 12-hour chart at? Trying to find it. Wait. All right, let me take this one off. I don't need this. Damn, did I delete it? Might have to bring another one up. Shoot. And look at it. H pattern, baby. H pattern on NVIDIA. So that means SMCI is going down, down, down. Down goes Frazier. And as you can see, down goes Frazier. So I'm just slowly watching it. All I'm doing is watching NVIDIA. So NVIDIA has room to fall to where? Was it 880? I mean 780, I think. I think it was 780. Damn it, I'm going to use my other chart. I think you have room to fall down to 780. Then if you lose 780, down to 740. Because that bad boy is pulling. But I'm not catching these bottoms. I mean, I want to get a green candle at least. Shoot. Like to use the 1 hour time frame to find support resistance. Oh, I'm sorry. You said on Apple? Staying away from. Yeah, I mean, like I said, no, especially with Meta coming out with earnings, I wouldn't try to trade it right now. I would wait till after the dust settle. Like I said, at least, well, if you can figure out the pattern now, like the on how it's setting up, go from there. All right, let's take a look at Meta real quick. So we are trying to figure out how I can 7, 8, 7, 10 tops. Then you got some bottoms. So for Meta, that shit look like, excuse my language, but look like you want to make another pattern on down too, like it wants to come down to this 480-ish mark. That's what it looked like it wants to do. By the pattern setting up, could look like an H pattern on this one too. That can possibly fall. Like it wants to lose that 490 and come down towards this 480. But like I said, anything can change because again, we don't know what's on the earnings, because the earnings can push it right back on up. That's why I said I would like, me personally, I would wait. Now, if you know, like the best thing to do, I would say, Gert, is before earnings come out, just get familiarized with areas of resistance, like strong areas of resistance, and look for strong areas of support. So, say for instance, we do spike, right? Wait for it to go to the areas that you know that where bears are sitting at, that it can turn back around. So therefore, you'll be already at the tops. Or if it does drop, look for the strong areas of support, depending on how far it goes down. So you'll be in the areas of the bias for a possible bounce back on up. So that's the smartest way. That's the smartest way to look at it. So I mean, look for the areas of like major resistance. So we know right here, 510 is major resistance. If it pop, you got from there to this 520, where we know bears are sitting at. If it does, pop back on up. And not just that, how does it look overall on the chart? See, the charts look bearish. Even if I take all these lines off, I mean, it just still looks bearish. I mean, look how you ended. So, I mean, that's still pointing to bear, especially because you're underneath the 50 and the 13 EMA. So, I mean, now you just have to find some areas that'll make sense, because we bounced where? 480. So you got a 480 possible support down to this 460. You can see right here where it bounced. But if we come down, because you still got a gap to fill, all the way down to almost 400. So if this area don't hold, if you lose 460, we lose this. You got so much room to fall to cover that gap here, to fill this gap down to 400. See, that's gonna be tricky. Yeah, now I see what you're saying. Yeah, looking at it on this yeah, because you got a huge gap fill on the downside. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's a huge, let me see. Yeah, you got a huge gap fill from here to this level on down to, I'll go down here. Probably towards this little level here. So you got a huge gap fill. If it falls, I'm saying you lose 480, 460, you got definite room to fall, because you're 200, not all the way to 380. Yeah, now I see what you're saying. What about the 5-year? What about the 5-year chart? Did we see anything different on that? 5-year chart. How was it like a? What the top's at? Is that the? That is our highest, huh? So. Trying to figure this out. Well, see, this is your gap fill where that big long candle at. That's where that long candle comes from. That's where that gap fill comes from. That huge green candle. So that's where your gap fill. So if you can hold, if we do come down, see, you got support at this about almost 480, 460-ish mark. If we do hold and you bounce back on up. But however, if you lose that, I mean, even your 50 is at like the 350 range on a weekly. So it's still pointing with room to fall down still. See, the only thing that's holding you up too, on a weekly, you're bouncing off of the 13 EMA on a weekly. Excuse me. You can see right here, you bounce. You may not be holding it up on the daily, but you're holding up the 13 EMA up on the weekly. Because you can see right here, you're bouncing off of it on this one. But if you crack this, you got room to fall. A lot of room to fall, and then you got the like I said, fill that gap right where that green candle is, because you can't see it on the daily, but you damn sure see it on the 5-minute. I mean on the 5-year chart. Because if you go to the daily, it's just like a huge gap right where that green candle is. You go back, see that? That's where that candle is. Yeah, that's where that candle is. Cover up that bad boy. So yeah, so you are definitely some. Is it oversold? No, it's not oversold. I got my RSI down here. It's not oversold. I mean, I was sold up. Sorry, overbought. It's not overbought because we done came down. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Yeah, Meta gonna be tricky, boss. Man, yeah, I see what you're saying. That's why, nah, I wouldn't trade it. I can't trade Meta. I'm sorry. This is too confusing to me on that. I can't trade Meta. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I cannot trade Meta. I can't do it. So I stick to SPY or SMCI. Well, how I'm looking on SMCI? Down to 744. What we at on Nvidia? You already cracked that 800 mark. Still ain't got a green candle yet. Back up, because I don't like I said, I'm not catching those bottoms. That's not happening. I want to see more back up and then go for the kill. But right now, it's not doing anything. It's not setting up the way I need it to. So I'm not chasing it. Not at all chasing it. Just in case. That bad boy pulling on Nvidia though. Definitely pulling. Right back down to my trend line here. It's gonna be around 790-ish. And it's still pulling. Damn, so that means SMCI about to even go lower. Cause if this yanking down, I know SMCI about to yank down. Cause it follows it. Man, and I ain't get a green candle yet, man. I was trying to jump in before anything, but man, the way that this is going, I can guarantee you, it's gonna follow. I'm telling you, if this keeps dropping, this is about to go even lower. It's gonna yank away from that that 750 mark in a few. It's about to do it. As long as this keeps going down, it's gonna follow it. It's gonna get lower. It's gonna have a lower price on it in a few. It's about to do it. It's gonna trigger off. I know because it normally does that. It has some type of little delay. Cause this bad boy is still falling. I know this is about to fall, but damn it, I just ain't got in yet though. Crap. Where we at right now? Still at 744. And this bad boy is still pulling. I told you we're coming down to that trend line, and if we do crack that trend line, 790, as I mentioned. Well, I told you, pulling now. Now it's pulling. 743. I told you it has like a delay. It always does it afterwards, right when it's doing it. So let me see how we looking on that chart. Let me see. Yep, we pulling right to my trend line on Nvidia, and if we crack that, you still got room to fall back down. Damn, man. I just need to bounce back up real quick. You know what I mean? Because the fact is we underneath 750 now. Because that's definitely showing weakness. Because you remember I told you that lightning ball pattern. Remember I told you. And it's going to do it. It's going to do it on SMCI. I know it's going to do it. Where's my SMCI? Let me show y'all what I mean. Go. There you go. Boom. Lightning pattern. H pattern. I told you. That's what I was waiting on. You underneath that 750. You start to come back underneath. You crack that trend line. You got room to fall to 700. So, if I can catch this, if I can catch it, I'm trying to, man, especially stay underneath 750 because that candle gonna go this way. So, let's see, man, if I can catch this bad boy. If I can catch it. Right, because everything is still pointing down to the downside. I'm just waiting on it to move back up. All right, now we bouncing off my trend line on Nvidia. Video bouncing, boom. So let's catch a little move back on up. So it might be making another leg. So you got one leg here, boom. Then come back on up. Now you're underneath 800. Get rejected, boom. Come back down again. So let me see. How much? Why is this following this? This is two different charts. Why is it doing that? Just know it's doing a cross up. I was wondering why it was appearing up on my Nvidia chart. So SPY. So how are we looking like on SPY right now? So SPY is clearly underneath 504.50. So we're back underneath that mark. So that means possible further downside. We can possibly crack this trend line and go lower if we stay underneath 504.50. So far so good on that end. I mean, if y'all caught that, y'all caught the pullback. I mean, shout out to y'all. All right, now we're going back on up. All right, cool. That's all I wanted was a pullback. For crying out loud, I was waiting on this. All right, let me see, because I want to get back close to the VWAP as possible where we at right now. All right. What's the lows on these? Ooh, it's pulling back hard too. Here's that bad boy pulling. So how low could you go? Let's see. Could I go down to the 6 maybe? Could I do the 6s? Shoot, I put in too many contracts. Wait, one at a time. All right. Damn it, I think I missed my order. Shoot. I was trying to catch it right there at 650. Oh, wait. Let me stop rushing. Let me take my time. Wait, what did it say? Wait, a warning. Warning. If you enter a trade... Wait a minute. Why is it saying that if I got one trade on this? Something ain't right. Am I in a trade? No, I'm not in a trade. So why is it saying that? That's weird. I got one day trade on this. So why is this thing popping up talking about? Oh, wait, hold up. I ain't got an order still down here, do I? No. So why did it just say that? I got one day trade left on this account. Why did this thing pop up? And I ain't got no orders on. Wait, let me go back. Let me double check, make sure I'm out of all my plays. Yeah, I'm out of my plays. I got one trade left on this, so I'm trying to put in an order. So why did it just say that? If you got, that was weird that it said that. It's still saying that. Warning, if you enter. Wait a minute. So why is it saying that? If you enter this trade, open, close today, that'll be 3. Oh, it's okay. I see what it's saying. Okay. I see what it's saying. Man, hope I ain't missed no. Well, no, still holding up. I was about to say, I'm like, man, why the hell is it showing me that symbol? I'm like, dude, I got a day trade left. Like, why is it showing me this warning symbol? Like, I ain't got no damn day trades. Yeah, I forgot it does that on your last one. I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, this is my last one, but no, I thought it normally do it once you go to 0, not at 1. I thought it does it after you use up all your day trades. You get a warning. Now if you still got 1 on there. Yeah, all my money still. Yeah. Oh, then you bounce back up, you son of a. Damn it! It distracted me from getting in on my entry. This damn thing just distracted me. It made me miss my damn order. All because I had to read this stupid crap, man. I just missed my damn order. Let me see if we can go back up. Yeah, because I got 1. Because normally they don't give me no warning on 1. It normally give me a warning if I don't have any. Let me see. Let me reset it. Let me see something. Because something that ain't right. Because it normally don't give me a warning on 1. That's why I was trying to figure out, like, why did it just do that? I still got 1 to use on this one. Yeah, this old artist, so that's not new. Yeah, I shouldn't have no orders open. Let me check my contract to make sure I don't see that buy symbol. SMCI. Nope. I don't see no buy symbol. So why is it still giving me a warning? Yeah, I don't see nothing. So yeah, I'm not in no trades. So I was trying to figure out why it gave me that warning for no apparent reason. Like I still got a trade to use. Yeah, that was weird. Now I gotta go back since I reset it, now I gotta go back and find my contract again. Because this thing just messed me up by giving me this stupid symbol. I mean, it distracted me. Now I'm gonna have to figure out the contract I just had. I think I should have it saved. Was it this one? Nope, 22. Wait, what was the price on it? I'm trying to remember because it just messed me up. I got it. Boom, I found it. All right, cool. So where we at now on SMCI since it just messed me up just now? Yeah, it just distracted me big time. All right, go back. Let me get y'all set back up. I apologize, man. I had to, like I said, reset everything because I didn't know it was gonna do that stupid crap. cool. Yeah, my apologies. So still that, I mean, SPY still looks weak. I still gotta go back to Nvidia too. Man, it just messed me up. Like I just had everything planned out, and because that message it threw me off. Cause I thought I did something wrong. Cause I was like, man, what the hell did I do for you? Give me this warning. Ah, man, now I gotta go back and redo this all over again, man. And I missed my damn entry because now it's back up to 680. All kind of stupid message, man. That's cool. I ain't gonna let it distract me. But I do need a 3-minute time frame though. So let me borrow this one. Take the link off and SMCI. Yeah, it just messed me up. Like it literally it distracted me just now. Cause I was pressing to get in, and I was wondering why that symbol kept coming up. I'm like, man, what the hell? I got a day trade, and I had a low of $6, and it's back all the way back up to 680. Man, I tell you, that really just messed me up just now. All right, SPY, put SPY back, SPY. Still getting rejected at this mark, so. Will we crack that trend line and go back down towards the 503s, 502s, or will we stay on this uptrend and move on up? Is the $1 million question. So let me see. All right, so we're shooting back on up. So I need to look at Nvidia too, just to make sure, because I know it's following Nvidia. So what is Nvidia doing? What time frame did I use? A 30-minute time frame, I think, on Nvidia. All right, take off the link. And go to Nvidia now and see what that bad boy doing. Yeah, right. So you bouncing. All right, Nvidia's bouncing right now. All right. All right, so I'm just watching Nvidia, like especially if you're trading Nvidia, watching on this side. So right now it is bouncing off my trend line at the moment. So that means SMCI is gonna bounce. So let me see where we're gonna go. It's not peaking yet. That's why I didn't really want to chase it just now, because it hasn't like made a kind of like a mountaintop yet. It's kind of like it's trying to build one. So I want to see what's gonna happen in this frame. What we got left? 3 o'clock right now. It is power hour right now. Cool. Oh, and let me definitely put it on Meta too for my Meta traders. I do apologize about that too. Let me take off, or let me get another 30-minute time frame for Meta though. So this is Nvidia. Let me do Meta. For my Meta traders, because don't forget we do have those earnings coming out. Did it? Wait, what the hell? No. I said detach. Oh, here we go. All right, and Meta. Go for Meta. All right. It's on a 30-minute time frame, so keep your eyes peeled on Meta. See where we go once these earnings do come out. So Nvidia is trying to bounce, but where are you trying to bounce to? Well, 800, of course. So 800. So SMCI, I knew SMCI was gonna go up higher. That's why I didn't want to go in at that 750 mark. So I knew it was gonna go up higher somewhere. So 760 maybe. So that means my contract's gonna go lower again, which is good. So they're gonna put me cheaper. I'll take that. So let me see how much. Let me see what Nvidia is gonna bounce at and try to move back up to. 800 for sure. It's gonna have to try to go on up, because where's this bottom at? 806, and then you got these highs right at 800. What contract are you looking for? SMCI, boss. This week's, because next week is like the volume on it is just they horrible. I mean you can still trade with them. It's just that, like I said, it's not a lot of volume on them just yet on the like the ones dated for the 3rd. Because I'm looking at them now. All of the ones that got good volume is like expensive, like $30, $50. So I'm trying to find something a little bit cheaper with good volume. But a lot of them just sitting in like 14 in volume, 100 in volume. I'm trying to look for like at least 500 or something. But the more I go up, and like in the teens and the ones, it's like the volumes are horrible. Like 100. Let me see. They got a $10 one at. Let me see. Let me see how it looks first, because I'm not jumping in anything. Because I want to use a next week's contract, but I just need something with some good volume on it. All right, let me see. I might use this one. What's the delta? It's 12. All right, I mean, it ain't bad. It's just, like I said, like the rest of them, the volume just horrible. The other ones is in the 20s, and that's like a 22 in delta. But let me see. No, that one looked even worse. I should have stayed at the one I just had. The one at $10. I mean, it had a little bit more volume. Let's see. Wait, I think I used the wrong damn one. Yeah, see, look, I'm gonna show you. Look how the contracts look on for next week. Like I said, there's no volume in these contracts. AR. See, look. I mean, like I said, you can still make trades on them. It's just, I just hate when they look like that. I mean, I know volume may move in towards the, next week, as people get rid of their contracts here and switch over. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. So right now, are we going up? So we're going up. So if I do get into this one, I want to wait for a nice pullback down towards that VWAP, at least towards the VWAP. So the higher it go, because I want to see. Because it's trying to bounce on that trend line. So that's why I'm trying to pay close attention. See, this is what I'm paying close attention to. See how we still holding up on that trend line? That's why I'm paying close attention to that trend line in that 750 range to try to see if they're going to try to hold it. See, that's the one I want to get caught up in. They try to hold at 750 and then still try to, like stay in this little channel. So that's why I'm just keeping watching very, very closely. That's why I'd rather it go up first where I can, catch those highs versus trying to get in at these lows that can run up. That's why I'm just keeping my eyes peeled on this little area right now. Because this is the candle for now, 1 o'clock candle. But, yeah, so right now I don't trust this little area because, again, they can easily move in. And then even NVIDIA is moving. Are we still bouncing on NVIDIA? See, NVIDIA is still bouncing. So that means that SMCI is going to bounce. So, see right, well, that's the wrong chart. Looking at the wrong one. Yeah, right here. I got a 3 minute. See right here, it's bouncing right around that 750. That's why I don't want to buy in right there. That's why I'd rather wait for it to go even higher and then catch it. Because I'm not falling for that crap. I'm like, no. I'm not falling for that. Because NVIDIA's bouncing right here. That means SMCI is going to bounce. So we already got rejected around the 820-ish mark. So what'll be the next level if we do come on down? Trying to figure it out as we do bounce back on up because I want to make sure I catch tops. I'm definitely not trying to catch these bottoms that can, and NVIDIA moves back up. Definitely not doing that. Not happening. All right. What's my old contract? Yeah, move this contract. See, the contracts I just don't like these contracts for next week. They just look horrible. I hate them. That's why I just rather stick to the ones for this week that has basic volume on them because these are just terrible. Which contract did I have today? Nope. I had this one, I think. Yeah, this contract. So, you see what I mean? How it's going? Let me show it to you. See how it's shooting back up? That's why I don't want to get in no 750s. That's exactly what I mean. See? I'd rather wait for it to go up to some highs, then go for it. But I'm not getting around no 750 that could probably hold for support. That's why I say it looked like a damn W. I told you that's what it looked like. It almost looked like a W. You want to go back up. I told you. That's why I didn't want to touch it. I mean, you can just clearly see the pattern. It's standing out right in front of your face. That's why I was like, nope, I'd rather wait for it to go up. Because that looked like a huge W that wants to move back up this way. I'm just not touching it. I'm not doing it right now. I'd rather wait. I'll be patient. I'll be patient. What's the delta on this one I had? 700. Delta is 17. Oh, it didn't move up, so that's actually good. So how much higher can NVIDIA go before it actually? Because I know 800 is going to be resistance too. I already know for sure. So I want to see if it's going to hold that. So as this goes up, that means my chart should be going down. So how much lower? Let me see. Where we at right now on my contracts? It hasn't gone all the way down to the 5s yet. Hasn't go down to the 5s, and that bad boy is curling down. It's the only thing I don't like. Yeah, see, I just don't want to get caught. I just don't want to get caught in no bottoms. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. I don't want to get caught in no bottoms. That's the only tricky part right now. Now that that we didn't fail so hard, from these levels, from 840 all the way down to 790. I mean, you got room to still now pretty much rotate back up. So if we do rotate back on up, how much higher can we go? So especially if we get back above 800. Now, if you stay underneath 800, I mean, you'll still continue on down. But if you get back above 800, it's gonna rotate somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where it's trying to rotate because again, we lost a little bit of steam on there. But I know it's trying to get to a certain level. I think for SMCI it's trying to go back to 760. See, I think that's where it's trying to go. See, I think that SMCI is trying to go back here between 760, back up towards that VWAP, like around these high areas. Cause I'm telling you, it's like a W pattern forming right here. That's why I didn't want to jump in yet. I seen that coming. I can see that. I saw it from a mile away. I seen that crap. I seen a straight W pattern. If we go up even higher. So that's why I'm like, how high can this bad boy push if a W is forming? Like, could we go all the way back on up? Or could we go up to these highs and then reverse back on down? So that's why I said these bottoms be a little tricky. That's why I want to wait for some more highs to happen. Because see how you got this peak here and then you finally turn back around? See here, we haven't even developed another peak yet. We got one here that took how many frames? What, about two frames? This frame to this frame to make a whole uptrend and then downtrend back down. See, we just in the first time frame building up a new one. So I don't know how high we're gonna go on this one. I mean, could we go back on up? We could. Could we start back down? We could. But see, had I would have caught this one, I already would have been in this frame. This uptrend underneath the VWAP and just rolled it down. I should have caught that. But I was too busy looking at SPY too, because I was trying to help y'all out. But I mean, still no excuse. It's still on my end. I'm trying to catch the next. I'm just trying to catch that next one, man. Right now, we're just getting into lower areas, especially if that 750 hold. Because 750 is strong support. That's why I don't want to get in around 750 yet. Again, if we stay underneath it, then yeah. But we're back on top of 750. That can hold again. That's why I do not want to get in at 750. Because I ain't about to get caught in no bear trap, for buyers to be sitting here and push it again. Negative. Not doing that. So that's why I'm keeping my eyes on NVIDIA. And watching this 800 mark, will we get it back above 800 and run, or will we stay underneath 800 and fall? Now, the only issue that I'm going to say on that one is, I mean, you do have room to pull back up to that 9 EMA like a magnet. Unless that 9 EMA comes down to you, you still have room to get pulled up like because you got to look at the 9 EMA like a magnet. Because you leave from that 9 EMA, you return back to that 9 EMA. You leave from that 9 EMA, 9 times out of 10, you're going to return back. And where's that at? Around 810. So we do pull back up to that 9 EMA. It's right here at 810. Because again, every time you leave it, you return back to it. Even on the upside, you leave from it, you return back to it. You leave from it, you return back to it. You always find yourself back to that 9 EMA. So here, you're overextended. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to retract back to it. And that price is $8.10. We're only at $8, so you still got room to push. So meaning that we got that much room to go, SMCI still is going to have room to go. So, which is why I'm going to wait it out, be patient, not rush anything, because I still think that 810 on NVIDIA could be SMCI 760. So if you do continuously move on up, which it is trying to do, you can see right now, look, see what I mean? So that means if that goes up, so will SMCI start to move back on up towards the 760s, even back up towards the 770 mark. So if that goes up, so will SMCI. So that's why I'm not jumping in right here just yet. I'm going to let it go up, back up towards those highs to see where we go, and then go from there. See, the only thing that drew my suspicion, and the reason why I didn't jump in so soon, was because of my pattern. Because see, SMCI, we did fall from the 800 right back down to the yellow line, but we have not cracked that yellow line. You see that trend line? We haven't cracked through it yet. We still bouncing on top of it, and you got that 750 mark that can act as support and actually hold and move back on up. Now, the only way that we can avoid that if we stay underneath 750, get under that trend line, and move back down this way towards the 700s. So right now, I'm just keeping my eyes peeled on it. I'm just what NVIDIA doing? Is it getting weak? Now I'm still what is it? I'm still testing that 800 mark. All right, cool. So nothing yet, team. So I'll let you know if I'm going in. I'm just keeping my eyes peeled because I just don't want to chase. Y'all know how I do. I do not chase. I wait on setups. Waiting on setups because right now Nvidia is still trying to find some type of bounce. It's still trying to find some type of flooring. Still trying to push up towards that 800 mark. And as I told you, the 9 EMA can treat like a magnet where you get yanked right back up to it. And I'm not touching that. And that area where that 9 EMA is at is around 810. So we still got $10 to move unless the 9 EMA comes down. So that's why I'm just keeping my eyes peeled to see if we're gonna hold underneath 800 or will we push above 800 on Nvidia. So, and as you can see on SPY still on top of that trend line, still bouncing on that trend line. So that's why I told you, don't take your eyes off of that trend line. As long as that hold, you can still have room to move. Just keep your eyes peeled on that. 700 puts have the most volume and interest. What date AR? Is dated for this week or next week? Which contract you looking at, boss? Because if you're talking about the ones for next week, that's all the way in the 30s. That should be the same one you're talking about. Oh, this week. Okay, so let me change it. Oh, yeah. Because you're going to definitely have a lot of volume this week. I mean, on these this week contracts because they're ending this week and all the volume is this week. So, yeah, I know what you're saying. And that's all the way. I think that's the one I got. I think it's the same contract I got. Talking about this one? The one that's pulling back now? 700? That's the one you're talking about? If that's the same one, that's the one I'm already in. For the puts, say 700. If that's the one you're talking about, I'm already in that one. Nah, I haven't jumped in yet because again, I'm just watching. See what I mean? That's why I didn't go in yet. See? Look what Nvidia doing. I told you it's gonna yank up to that 9 EMA like a magnet. That's why I'm not jumping in. So if it pulls up to it, that means it's somewhere SMCI goes up, and that's why I'm just waiting. I'm not jumping in yet. I'm not doing it. Cause I know where SMCI wants to go. That's why I'm just gonna wait on it. Cause I told you, the first thing I seen was that W pattern. So that means that W pattern means bullish, that it can go up, back up this way. So it can still run up to 760, 780, back up to even that trend line to 780. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, 760, 770, 780. So that's why I want to see exactly how far we're gonna go before I do try to go in for another opportunity. But yeah, I think we got some room to still move up this way. Because as long as NVIDIAs keep popping on up, so will SMCI keep going up. So I'm just watching SMCI to see what I need to do. I'm watching NVIDIA to see what to do on SMCI. So if NVIDIA goes up, SMCI goes up. So the areas that we need to stay under on NVIDIA will be 820. Because you can see we ran up to 820. We got rejected by 820. So the next area after that should be another test should be at 810 because you can kind of see we had some resistance before the breakout. So we go across the board at 810ish mark. So and that's right where your 9 EMA is sitting at around that almost around 810. So if you do pull up to this area, that means SMCI is going to pull up. And as you can see, look right here. Am I lying? Look, see? So it's still moving up. And here, like I said, it looked like it wants to go to 760 up to the 770 mark. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled to see how high NVIDIA goes, to see how high SMCI is gonna go. So I mean, it still looks a little. It's like I said, the only thing that's just making me iffy is holding up on that dang trend line on SMCI. See that? We didn't get a break yet underneath it. We didn't crack it and fall. We holding right on top of that trend line was bouncing, and you got 750. So that's the only thing I'm just a little bit hesitant about because I don't want this candle turning green. I want it to go red. You know, I want to go from green to red where you fall. But that bad boy's still holding. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled. So I want to see how high we're going to go on this candle. How high is that VWAP on this chart? 770. Because it says 769.25. So that's 770. So we do go back on that. That's 770. That'll be all the way right here, 770. So that's the only reason why I'm gonna just sit on my hands and wait. I'll wait. If I don't get it, bump it. I ain't chasing. Cool. I already made a trade. I don't chase. You know me. And look at SPY. SPY. Shoot, man. Everything just. I told you, bro. These W patterns, man. It's just crazy. I told you it's in that. And plus, I told you I was in that ascending triangle pattern. See that? Ascending triangle pattern. So if I take off all of these, like if I take off this line and take off this line, send a triangle. See that? Boom, boom, boom. Squeeze above 650, 50650. Boom, get a squeeze on up. So possible if we break 50650. You know, we could turn back around again if those bears are sitting at 50650, if they're there. But just keep in mind, we are in a ascending triangle pattern, still going up. How many companies in green now? Tesla still green. Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Meta. Where's Meta at? Meta's at 494. No, I lied. Yeah, it's 494. So Meta. 85. So your main resistance up here at 505. You can see right here 505 and it's 510. Boom, came down, boom, came down. So you got room to run up to. It's like this. It's such a it's like Meta's making such a weird pattern. It just looks weird. Not in a bullish sense, like in a bearish sense. It just because it's just straight down and it just got this weird pattern to it that don't look bullish. It looks more bearish. Like it still wants to fall this way. Even though with hype and with the earnings and everything coming out, I know people will jump in and push it just because I already know how that goes. All right, still getting somewhat rejected underneath this 50650. Still going back and forth in that channel, back and forth in this little channel still. Whether we're going to break out of 50650 or will we crack 50450? Which one will we go? What y'all think, team? I'm going to ask y'all. What y'all think going to happen? Do y'all think we're going to break out of this 50650 and run on up to the 508? Or do y'all think we're going to crack 50450 and go back down to the 503s, 502s? What do y'all think? Do y'all think we're going to break out or do you think we're going to crack and fall? Or do you think we're going sideways till tomorrow? Yep, Nvidia's still getting rejected at 800. So still getting rejected. All right, where's it at? Where's my lows? Man, come on, SMCI man, run back up to 760 because I'm not buying these arrows around 750. It's not happening. Yep, because right now, like I said, we're still channeling right in between the 504.50s, 506.50. We doing is just ping-ponging up and down, ping-ponging up and down. But however, we are still on this uptrend, and we put all our days together. See that? From last Friday, Monday, Tuesday, now into Wednesday, we still on this uptrend going up. So if you notice that, we're in a channel, but we're still in an uptrend. So everything is it's still trying to hold. So we have not cracked that trend line yet. So in order for us to crack the trend line, we're going to have to crack the 504.50. So if we crack 504.50, that's going to put us underneath this uptrend. And then we'll start to see some downside. But right now, we're still holding on the uptrend. We're still in this channel. So, and not knowing what Meta's earnings are going to do to SPY as well. We don't know if it's going to be good earnings or bad earnings, whether we're going to, that squeeze that I have right here in front of me, on a ascending triangle squeeze above 506.50 on up, or whether there's going to be bad news where we crack 504.50, crack the trend line, and come back on down. So, yeah, right now, it is kind of tough to call it. The only thing I can only speak on what I see right in front of me is that we are on an uptrend. So even if I go back this way, you can clearly see we bounced off that green trend line. Boom, boom, boom. We're moving back on up towards the red trend line. And that's all the way back up towards the 506s, right where we at right now. So it's like you bounce it from one spot to the next. So it's like you already found your bottoms. Now it's trying to run itself up to the tops. So as we do move up to the tops, are we going to break out or are we going to reverse back down? Because we're edging closer and closer towards that trend line. And we're still testing this 506.50 that we still have to break out. So we're going to be in a tough little area of resistance. So I just want to see if Meta's going to help out anyway. So right now, again, we're still trending. Nvidia, still watching. I'm still looking at my position. 800 is still holding as resistance. Still keep my eyes peeled on Nvidia too. So it's bouncing off of my trend line, trying to move its way back on up, trying to. So I'm not putting no puts at these bottoms. That's not happening. So I'd rather go up towards the 810s, 820s, or whatever the case for me to go in on SMCI. Because see, SMCI is still trying to bounce. Even though it got a red candle, it just showed a green one not so long ago. It's still trying to find a bounce somewhere to run back on up. And it looked like it wants to go back up from the 760s up to the 770s, right where that VWAP is. So I definitely want to see if we're going to get that back on up first. Because I do not want to put in a put here. That can, I can either get trapped and then goes up. So I want to catch something like this where you're going up towards resistance and then you come on down. Right here, just still look like it's still trying to build something. It's still trying to build another peak. So this one again, it took two time frames because you can see the squares. So it went from this time frame to this time frame, and you can see it went up, went up, went up. Then we got rejected and we came on down. This one is still trying to build one, but so I'm just sitting on my hands because that to me is not the peak yet. So I still think it's gonna try to run this way. It's gonna try to do something because I know it ain't gonna just. It's gonna do something. I'm just trying to figure out what it's gonna do, and I know I ain't about to get caught in this little area. Now, if those bears, now don't get me wrong. Now, if the bears come in heavy, back underneath 750, then I'll think about it. But then that's then ensure me that we're pulling back underneath that uptrend that I have. But I'm sorry, the downtrend that I have. But right now, 750 is a strong support that I am not trying to put a put around. Because all it is now just rotating around 750, 750, 750, 750. Just rotating. You can see right here. Look how strong that bounce was. 750. Boom. Bounce. And look where we at right now. 750. So I'm not touching that right now. Because last time we bounced off of it, which was yesterday, we ran all the way up to 800. So now that we're trying to bounce again, we may get lower. We may be a lower highs. So that's why I'm trying to figure out how high will it go. Because I don't think we're going back up to no 800. So see, 770 would make sense. You run up to 770, boom, come down. You already tested 770 again, boom, come on down. So we might go as high as just 760, because especially if you're downtrending, because you gotta bring down your prices. So if we're on a downtrend like this, that means the next area will be 760. So if I look at it from a downtrend standpoint like this, it would be something in this nature where your tops or this portion of that downtrend would be around 760. So that's why I'm anticipating to see what's going to happen at this mark. Will that downtrend continue or will that W continue? Is what I'm trying to figure out. And I just don't want to get caught in and just get caught. Because like I said, it does look like a W, but it also looks like a downtrend. So that's what I'm trying to figure out which one is going to actually take place. Will we break above 760 and actually run and complete that W? Or will we complete the downtrend where we get rejected at 760 and fall back on down? So the only way to determine that is I have to look at, again, NVIDIA. So I have to wait for NVIDIA to get towards around some tough areas of resistance, which are already 800 is a tough area. So I have to see if they're going to break. If we do break, we got 810 up to 820. Well, you can see here we ran up to 820. Got rejected and fell back on down. But again, we have not went all the way up to that 9 EMA, which is up to 810. Oh boy, that's why I hate trying to fix these bottoms. That's the only thing I hate about going for puts, because you gotta try to calculate everything. Because going for puts down here is a bad idea. That's why you want to do is you want to wait till we go back on up. And another way to catch it, y'all probably don't do this, is on downtrend sometimes. Which one did I see this on? Was it on SMCI or was it on NVIDIA? Because I was going to say, all you have to do, when it goes back up like this, look at the old support level from before, and all you do is match a line with it. See this? Watch. This is another way how to kind of help you out. Like if you do want to go for a put and you want to wait for a bounce back on up and you're trying to figure out where is it trying to go, all you got to do sometimes look at these old levels of support, and that can turn into resistance. So you can see right here where we bounced at first, right here. If you go around, where did we get rejected at? Boom, matching up right with that old bounce and falls. So that's what I'm trying to figure out as we go this way. So I don't really see too much this way. I mean, you can clearly see it this way. Like I said, if you put a line across, I mean, you can see where it ran up to and then got rejected. Same key area where it bounced. Old support turns to new resistance. So, I mean, could we go back up to this area? Possibility. So, I mean, could it come down to this area we got rejected at, which is 765? Ran up to 765, got rejected, came on down. So, we still haven't broken up this area to get even up to these areas to test. So right now we only around 765. I'm sorry, 755. So we haven't came all the way up to the 760s yet. So we haven't hit those marks. I know this ain't the peak. I know this ain't the top in no 755. Because, I mean, we are going sideways right underneath 765. But I don't even see no patterns, though. Let me see if I can see a pattern somewhere. Let me try a 30-minute time frame. Do I see a pattern on a 30? Maybe. They help me out on this one. Because we already got an H pattern here. H pattern. I could though. I wonder if this whole thing can count as the H pattern. You know, like still part of that hump. Like hit the same key area, but that's 8. Wait, what is this? 760. So, see, it's still a 760. Because you run up to 760, you fall. I mean, that will complete the H. I'm gonna figure it out, team. I'm just trying to nail my tops, man. Because I know like the lower and lower you get, sometimes it does get a little tough to figure it out. You know, versus if you're already way up here, it's easy to pinpoint the tops. But as you get lower and lower and lower, it gets a little bit, you know, because you got to be spot on to catch those, the pop and drop formation. So, could we be making another H on NVIDIA? Kind of like we did here when we came all the way down, popped on up, made an H, fell. I mean, could we be doing the same exact thing? We could. I mean, we could be making another H on this one. When you go up, get rejected, come down. So, we have to figure out what is the area. Could it be underneath this little support from that first H? You know, could there be resistance? You know, could we go up that high and get rejected and come down? That'd be around an 810. So if we do push on up, and we do come up to this area, we just not, like I said, we just haven't went up there to test it yet. That's why I mean I can't speak on it right now. It's hard to kind of say right now. I mean, the only thing I go by is the overheads. I mean, VWAP, you know, my indicators, everything's still lining up around 810. Because your VWAP is coming down to 810. Your 50 is at 820. So you're going to have a lot of overhead resistance, like sitting in these areas. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. See, and look, it's pushing. See, that's why I'm like, I know they're trying to push to a certain area because you kind of get used to it. You get used to these movements. You get used to areas that you know that they're trying to get to. That's why I was like, I know they're not just trying to sit here. They're trying to go up to a higher point. So I know that those buys are trying to push it above 800. They're trying to go up to a higher level. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So the next level, like I said, is between so far as 810 and 820 before we even, you know, go even higher because we're going to have to deal with those resistant areas first. So if we do spike 810, 8, I mean, that'd be around the VWAP. So I'm probably going to have to wait because I know they're going to do a surprise push. They always do that crap. I know something coming. I ain't stupid. I already know how those buys are. They'll like to wait like damn near towards the end of the market and then you're going to see some type of movement. Watch. I promise you. It always happen on NVIDIA. It never freaking fails. And look what I told you about SMCI. Look at this. I told you. That's why I wasn't jumping. Where we at right now? 756. Didn't I say it was going to go up towards that 760, probably 870? I told you. I mean, 760. I told you. That's why I didn't jump in. I was going to be patient. You get so used to these movements, man. I mean, you get so used to the manipulations and with a bull, like bears are going to move in, the bulls are going to move in. It's like, I'm just used to that bull crap. Like, you can't fool me. I know what you're trying to do. Not y'all, I'm talking about the market. It's like, I know what it's trying to do. Just get used to it. You get so used to this crap, which is why I didn't jump in. I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait because I have a feeling that they're trying to push up to 760 up to that 770. So I'm going to be patient because I know where the actual tops is at 800. So could we go back up close to 800 to try to retest again? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. So that's why I'm not getting at these bottoms. Because if you think about it, especially on SMCI, you're gonna have to think about a channel. So pretty much, as long as 750 hold, you can rotate back up to 800. So if you think about it in this channel, because you got a top, you got a bottom. Bottoms is 750 with the tops are 800, which you could simply rotate back on up. So I'm gonna just wait to see how high we go. So I know where my bottoms is at. I know where my tops is at. So I'd rather wait till we go up to even higher levels to reduce my risk level. Because I know if I get in down here, my risk level is going to be way higher than my reward. Because we don't know how high we can still push. So I'm going to wait it out. I'm not going to chase. So I say about 7. I may give it 770. I may give it right where that VWAP is. I may give it 770. That still put me in a high range. Even if we was to push up to 800 again, that still put me in a high range. A higher range. So I'm good. Cause if we do pull back to 750, that's be what, $20 from 750. So that still be a win-win situation for me. So I want to get away from the floorboards and get closer to the ceiling. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to get away from the floorboard and get closer to the ceiling. So that's why I am not chasing. How we looking on SPY team? Still in that. Oh, sorry. Still in that ascending triangle pattern. I'm gonna stay with y'all until Meta comes out. So we'll see. For my Meta traders, like I said, just keep on watch. Man, it's like I was trying to create a channel for you guys to kind of help you out. It's Meta so weird because any other time I can pinpoint this, I mean, it looked like a top at 510 for sure. It kind of looked like somewhat of a bottom at 480 for sure, where you kind of bounce. So I'm just trying to pinpoint like it correctly. I might have to use the old. Let's see. What about my 5-year chart? Can I see anything better on that maybe to kind of help me out a little bit on Meta? Let's take a look. Let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look. Yeah, Meta's a little weird. The way to just because I know, okay, you topping out here and you came one down. Boom, boom, boom. Just trying to make it make sense. How can I put Meta together? All right, Jay, you got this. How can you put Meta together? So let's start with. All right, I'm trying to figure out a pattern. All right, let's start here first. Yeah, my line. So let's start with this, the bottoms first. Okay. And then let's duplicate that and do a top and it still kind of looks off though. Like I can't even, like none of them matching. It's like, where's the, I mean, I see where we're getting rejected at here. I mean, I can go off of this. Okay, I mean, that'll make more sense. Okay, I'll do that then. Kind of discord that one. And let me see. And make sure I got this one a little bit more. And then we're going to extend it out in a few minutes. So let's try to make the best of this area. All right, so. Okay, so let's make our. I wonder if that's the mid area. And this is actually the real top. I doubt it though. Because we didn't hit this area already. So these connect together with this one. So that makes a little bit more sense. So it looks like we're coming off the top. So if I go change this to red, yeah, for my meta traders, man, I'm trying to help y'all as best as possible. I was trying to come up with a pattern real quick, or a channel or something. I'm doing the very best I can. So excuse me if so y'all can see it the way I see it. Okay, so let's see. Turn it just a little bit more. All right, let's go out just a little bit up. And you can see every time you hit, you fall, you hit, you fall, bounce, bounce, bounce. All right, so that makes sense. Okay, so let's see if we got a mid area. So let's make a duplicate of this. Where is your mid area? That kind of makes sense. So let me change that to yellow, because yellow, put that in the middle. Shrink that middle area just up a little bit. All right, so you hit, fall, boom, 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 boom. These are your absolute tops. So let me expand it out just a bit. So let's do extend it to the right. Since we're going that way, extend it to the right, extend this to the right. So now that we figured out that pattern, Stand it to the right. All right, cool. So now that we figured out this pattern, all right. So let's figure out as we go this way. Okay, so where did this rotate? So this rotated here. This is 480. Okay, so that looks like 480. Okay, so that makes sense because you rotate it. Let's draw a line this way. So 480 looks like it makes sense for the pivot point. So let's go to 480. All right, put that in white. All right, cool. Because you hit 480, you fail. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at the. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Cause I was looking at my chat box. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did do that, didn't I? I did it. I did it. Don't you dare judge me. I didn't have my chat box on, and I'm pretty sure y'all was telling me that, wouldn't y'all? I do apologize. My chat box disappeared. It's not my fault. Don't you judge me. And I'm pretty sure somebody said something, didn't y'all? I was. Ain't nobody said nothing. I think I was on Meta the whole time. Y'all ain't say nothing, you mother just dirty MFers. I'm over here fixing spy. I think I was on Meta the whole entire time. Y'all ain't tell me nothing. Until I looked at the price, I'm like, wait, this looks so familiar. I'm like, why does it look like Spy? And I look, I say, this is not Meta, this is Spy. And y'all ain't say nothing. The whole time, y'all watching me do this. I don't come in now and write nothing. Y'all ain't say nothing. No, don't even do it. Don't even come in. Y'all ain't say nothing. Don't even try it. This whole time I'm doing this. I got so many charts, boss. I got Meta, I got Nvidia, I got SMCI, I got SPY, I got. Oh man, I'm looking at multiple charts. I'm trying to help everybody all at once. I'm all over the place. Like I said, I got Meta here, I got Nvidia. I mean, and then the main one was SPY, but I got to use this to hurry up and try to make a pattern for Meta. But I thought I was doing that the whole entire time, and y'all started laughing, not telling me I was on the wrong chart the whole damn time. That's what's up. All love, Mafia. All love, boss. All love. All right, let me see. All right, now since I'm on the right chart, ain't nobody told me anything. Let me see how I can figure this out. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for doing it. I went through all of that trouble too. I'm just trying to be a scientist, and I had to look at the prices to realize. I said, as soon as I seen, you know what drew my attention, Mafia? And Jerhoff, the minute I seen 480. When I seen 480, that bell, it's like that light went off because you know how I'm always talking about SPY 480. So when I seen 480, the light went off. I said, damn it, that's SPY. I said, God, I said, hey, I'll be damned, that's SPY. And all of y'all laughing at me. Laughing. Having a good time. Just giggling and shit. I hope y'all get the bubble guts and y'all toilet don't work and y'all get the shits. I hope you get the bubbles. How dare you people? I hope the toilet don't work. I hope it just pushes down further and further. The more you run to that toilet, I just hope y'all turn into a butt DJ when you just beatboxing with your ass. I just hope that you just bluing and beatboxing and just all over the place. How dare you people? Just how dare you? I hope your ass plays every song possible while you on that toilet. Every country song, every rap song. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just having fun. I'm clowning with y'all, bro. Don't start AR. Don't even start, bro. Oh man, but y'all got me though, cause y'all could have told me that whole time I was on my own spot the whole entire time. That's cool. I'm gonna get y'all. Oh, like I said, man, we're just having a good time, man. We're having a good time. So okay, so far I came up with Meta's pattern. So far it look like it's uptrending, right? On this is my 5-year chart. So I see where the bottoms is at, and I see where the absolute tops is at. So far, look like we didn't. We look like we rotated from the bottoms now to the very top of the channel. So, let's see. So we're already at the tops of Meta already, but and it is oversold. So Meta is oversold. So we could be actually, So with this data coming out, with this earnings coming out, knowing that we already at these highs, already this top portion of this channel, because that should be the tops. That should be the absolute tops. I'm just double checking to make sure. Because if we are and earnings come out and we already at resistance, does that mean that in Meta can actually come down? So are they preparing for something that they know that we don't know? If we already at these highs and we already hitting a brick wall, let me just do a double just to be on top, a double top, because this is the only other area I see that went past that mark is here, but that's the only two that I seen that went that far, because you went up to this, you went this little channel, but then you fell right back into that main channel. See that? So if you were to pop, I mean, you're gonna probably just hit this channel and go right back into it. So that means, in other words, that where we at right now, 500. So because like I said, this is the channel here, but this is when we broke above the channel and stayed for a little bit, but then you fell right back in that channel. So could we break and go up to this little portion here, or could we get rejected and go back down and stay in this channel again? That's gonna be the $1 million question as that earnings come out. This is So I'm trying to figure out, will it, basically what I'm saying is, will it top out here in reverse, or will we break this and run up to this portion here? So I'm trying to figure out where the actual top is going to be. Because, I mean, we can see right here where we got rejected and came down. And right here where we got rejected and we came down. And we know where we bounced at, so we know that for sure. And we know we didn't test this. Well, we tested both lines twice. Because we tested it here once, twice. We tested this twice, once, twice. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is this the actual top and we just got overextended here? Or is this the actual top? So that means that you have room to run up to 600. If we get rejected, you go back underneath 500 this way. Shoot. So let's see. I guess we just have to watch the news, because there's two ways this can go. Because again, you break out of this uptrend here, you got room to run up to 600 because you'll be going back into this trend. But if you stay underneath this one and get rejected, that'll put you back underneath 500 and start to drop you back down this way. So that's what I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going to happen once that news come out. Again, will we get rejected and come down, or will we break out of this and run up towards this trend line here? So we're about to figure it out. So the only way to know is our prices. So from 500 to 600 will let us know, because we will have to, in order for us to get up to 600, that's going to put us up to this trend line. But if we stay underneath 500, that means we'll stay underneath this trend line. So we're about to figure it out as soon as that bell rings. We're about to figure out. So let me make a line on Meta at 600 and at 500. Because 600, that means we going towards this trend line. 500, that means we got rejected at this trend line and went back down. So let me set that in motion before the bell rings. So we're going to keep an eye on Meta before it releases. So let's go ahead and to put a line here, and let's put a line here to see what's about to happen. Okay, so which one will we run up to? Will we run up to 600 or get rejected at 500? One of the two is about to happen. We're going to figure this out together. So again, I'm going to stay with y'all till the bell ring and see what's going to happen on Meta. I'm going to rock it out with y'all. I'm going to rock it out. What the hell just happened? What did I set it on? I hope I ain't set it for no 6,000. I set it for 600. All right, there you go. And set this one for 500. And here we go. So news is Meta's about to come out in a few, so we're going to see which direction that we truly want to go. Again, underneath 500 is going to keep us in this normal channel here, where we go back down. But if we go up to 600, that means we're running up to this trend line here. So, I'm basically trying to help y'all with y'all trade. So, oh man, that was my movie. Dude, I mean my show. Dude, that was Breaking Bad, boy. That scene, when he that's when he hit that button. Oh, when that bomb went off. That boy came out there looking like Two-Face. That, to me, that was like one of the best episodes. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause that was God, why is his name slipping my mind right now? It slipped on my mind. I forgot his name on Breaking Bad. The one in the chair. Was it Sella? No, that wasn't his name. That was okay. But I was thinking about his name, his actual name on there. God, what was his name? I thought he went on to something else. I'm gonna have to look it up because y'all gonna have to y'all gonna have me check this out. Cause I remember the episode. Shoot, why is my mind slipping? And I was literally watching this like not too long ago. Cause I just couldn't get over that Two-Face scene. Cause that boy came out, that boy fixed his collar and it dropped. And what was so cold about that, he hated what's his name so much, he didn't even want to die in the same room with him. I'm like, dude, if that ain't gangster, if that ain't the most fires, I'm like, you hate somebody that much before you die. Hector, that's it. So yeah, that's it. So I remember before he died, Gus was old dude. Gus was the one with the glasses, wasn't it? If I'm the main guy. I think it was Gus. It was. Hey man, you can't AR. You can't lie. AR. I mean, that boy went out like a G. I mean, I know he got cooked, but I mean, he walked out there even after a blast and just. I mean, to me, that death scene was so cold because, again, he did not allow himself to die in the same room with old dude. After that blast, he literally walked out of there, fixed his collar with half a face, and that was it. I'm like, if that ain't the most gangster thing I ever seen in my life. You hate somebody that much. The last piece of life that you have, you're willing to walk out just to be away from them and then die. That was fire. Come on, man. Y'all can't knock that. That was the most fire thing. All right, Bell about the ring team. So let's keep a watch on Meta. Keeping a watch on Meta. Let's go back. So I do have my line set. Let's see where we go. For Meta. Again, if we stay underneath 500, that means we're gonna stay in that original trend line. Let me set my shoot. Let me see. I'm still watching my SMCI. Oh, I can't get in an SMCI anyway. Options, it closed. Crap. Might as well go ahead and not even watch it. I can't even get in. Memphis. Alright, so let's watch Meta real quick. Let's see what trend line we land on. Oh yeah, I forgot to use a different. I used a 5-year chart when we checked it out. I can go back on this one. Right. So let me shrink this one up just a little bit. So let's see. 500 again. If we stay underneath 500, we're going down. That means we'll fall from this trend line back on down. However, if we break above 500 and run up to 600, that means we'll go up to this trend line. But so far, we're still underneath 500 right now. I mean, nothing yet taking off. I still feel it's going down. I'm with you too, boss. I mean, I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why I say that. The reason why I say that is we are already to the tops on this channel. I was explaining this to AR and who was that? Who else was that talking? And J Bean. So I was already saying, boss, we already rotated from the bottoms to the tops. We're already at the top already. We're already hitting the resistance. So that's why I'm with you on that we can reverse back on down. That's why from 500 back on down, maybe to the 400s. But I am definitely with you in agreement on that we are at those tops, but we are pushing still trying to go up. But let's see. 500, 500. We have to stay underneath 500. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Let's see what's going to happen at this 500 range. News hasn't came out yet. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Read after that, Jay. That is a cap, but wait, what? Whatever, AK. I already broke this down to a science. God dog it. Had to go to a 5-year choice to try to make some sense out of this. From these tops, you rotate it to the bottoms, and then rotate it from the bottoms back up to the tops. So we're already hitting resistance, so this makes sense around 500. I said we do break 500, we can run up. If we do run up to 600, that means we hitting that trend line, that top, that second trend line, because we already hit here, fail, hit here, fail. But if we stay underneath 500, we're just gonna play the original channel, the original red line, and then start to come back on down. I just don't know which one will happen because I don't trade meta, but I'm doing the best I can to help my people. So, but yeah, once it come out, team, I'm gonna be giving everybody their shout outs, giving everybody their love, man. But I do thank everybody for hanging out with me. But you know, I did owe y'all because I got in here late, so I'm gonna hang out with y'all to see what we go on meta to see how what his volume is gonna take place at. What SPY looking like? SPY fall? SPY back up to still at 505. All right, cool. So. No trades for me right now. I'm gonna just wait till tomorrow. And especially, like I said, plus we got data's coming out. Oh yeah, while we sit here waiting on meta, don't forget, team, with that tomorrow we do have. Here we go over this before meta jumps. Thursday. We will have the GDP data that's coming out at 8:30. Don't forget about that. Alongside with the trading goods, jobless claims, our normal stuff, retail inventories, wholesale inventories, pending sales. Good God, it's a lot of economic data's coming out. Do we have any? And at 1 o'clock we do have the the 7-year note auction at 1, and we do get some volatility. And don't forget, tomorrow we do have some more earnings, which will be Microsoft and Google. We will be having those bad boys coming out, and Intel as well, but mainly Google and Microsoft. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that for tomorrow. So that'll be the last of that, and then we should have Nvidia and them coming out that I checked. I'm gonna have to go back and check my list. I think it's next month, if I'm not mistaken, for Nvidia. Where's my list? I think Nvidia should be next month. I can go to my matter of fact, let me go here in case they change the dates to it. I sworn I made an extra copy of that. Did I? Is this it right here? Might be. Nope, not the right one. Nvidia. That's the same date. I think they might have changed it. I'm gonna double check it, but right here it has the 20. Wait, no, that ain't right. They changed the date to that. August 20. No, I'm sorry, May 22nd. I'm sorry, May 22nd at 6 o'clock here. May tank. I told you 500. I was right. I was right. I told you 500. You stay underneath 500, you're gonna follow that channel. Boom. Told you. Underneath 500 you go. And I told you we'll go down from 500 to 400. We stay in that channel. I told you. Because I told you it was already at some highs anyway. I told y'all before that happened. I said we stay underneath that channel. I mean underneath this that red line here, because we're already at highs. 500, you'll go on down, and it's exactly what it's doing. Boom! Damn it! I should have jumped in if I was gonna call it. I should have jumped in just to be like, well, no, could I jump in after I was on Facebook? I mean on Meta? Could I? Let me see. Let me double check that. Could I have? Well, does it close at 4 o'clock? Let me check it. Let me see. Meta. Is it still moving? Nope. I think it closed at 4 on options. Because the number's not even moving on the ladders. It's like right at 4 o'clock it closes. Yeah, it's 4 because even right here, it's moving, but the price, the prices haven't budged. So yeah, it closes at 4. So Wouldn't have caught it anyway. Son of a. Yeah, see how it's going up and down, but the prices are still staying the same. It closed, so I wouldn't have got in anyway. It's all good. Wait for tomorrow's setup then. At least I know where it's at. So that means, so let me look at this time frame at 12 hours. Let's see. So that means, oh shoot, I hate when this damn chart does this. So you got room to fall to where? Down to 4. What is this? Shit, right at $4. Yeah, we keep tanking. We lose 460, 440, 420. I mean, it's going by 20s. We lose these, gone back down to 4. Right back down to where my trend line is. Man, if I was able to, man, I wish they would have let us catch that. Catch that trade, Gert. Man, because I called it out. I said, look where I put my line at. And I don't even trade meta. I told you, if it stay underneath 500, you tanking. Hey, I called it. I told you, underneath 500, we was going to tank. I said, if it stays under that, you're going down. And look what happened. 500, tank. And I didn't even get a chance to get in because the damn market closed. Wouldn't let me do it. Dirty MF. So I'm going to have to, SMCI, I couldn't even get in SMCI because they close at 4 o'clock. They don't stay open like SPX and all that. SPX, they let you trade all the way to oh shit, I should have traded SPX on. Let me see. Well, where is that? Did it pull? Damn it, I should have traded SPX. God dang it. Closed at 4:15. I should have traded SPX. I forgot. Damn it. I forgot about SPX. I wasn't thinking about it because I could have got in 506-ish area for the drop, pull back on down. I forgot about SPX. Too late now and pull back. Well, let me see. Let me not say that. What today is? 24th. So 25th. Let me look at those contracts as they are pulling back. So if I would have jumped in, let me see SPX real quick. SPX. Oh shit, I took the chart off, didn't I? I mean the SPX. Yep, I should have got in SPX, Gert and Coldplay. I forgot to jump in SPX. I forgot SPX closed at 4:15. I could have jumped in. From $5, that still would have been some profit I had. I would have jumped in. I forgot about SPX app that is open up to 4:15. Shit, I done missed it. Ain't a point of chasing it now. Let me see. Let me go to Meta. Would I still have time? Yeah, it's still falling. So that means SPX. Those puts will still go up. I forgot about SPX. That's what happens when you watch multiple charts, man. I'll be watching multiple charts. I can't focus, man. I'm thinking about this chart, that chart, this chart. I'm like, and I should have had that set before the bell ring. I should have had SPX set because I forgot about 4:15 because I was so used to SMCI and the rest of the stocks that closes at 4. Forgot about SPX. I wasn't thinking about SPX, boss. Like, I literally took my mind off of it. I had forgot about that, and I forgot it closed at 4:15. I forgot to do it. I already missed the drop. I don't want to chase now. If I didn't catch this, I don't even want to get in. I'm good. I'd rather wait for tomorrow's setup. I'd rather wait for it to go back on up and then get rejected tomorrow. Then I'll catch it. Which I'll just catch it on SPY side. On SPX side. So I'll wait. Damn, because that would have been a quick little profit too. Because that was what, $4? From 5 to 9, that was 4. So I could have easily made a quick little some change. Damn, man. I forgot about it, man. I forgot about SPX. Damn it. That's what happens when you watch so many stocks all at once. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead, team, and wrap it up, bone up. But, yeah, like I said, do be mindful tomorrow. We do have GDP data coming out. What should we plat tomorrow? Or plan tomorrow? I think that you meant plan, engineer. Did you mean plan tomorrow? See, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to look at Meta's old resistance. See, we're gonna have to, as we are at the bottoms, because we know where the tops is at. Because we see already we got rejected at 500. So what we're gonna do is have to, and the way that the charts are setting up, it looked like it moved by 20s. So 420, 440, 460, 480. It looked like it moves like that, or even 470, because it came down in this 470 range. I'm gonna figure it out on how Meta moves. So I can use SPX on that, but matter of fact, I'm not gonna even use Meta on that. I'm gonna just trade SPX tomorrow off of SPY. I'm gonna just do that. It's gonna be too much confusion. I'm gonna just trade SPY, cause I mean it's tied to it basically is what I'm saying. I mean Meta's tied to SPY anyway, so I might as well just use SPY. And then what we got left tomorrow? We got Google and Microsoft tomorrow. So yeah, I might just trade SPY tomorrow, because everything is in the red. So I'm gonna just wait for everything to set up, even if it has to go up. I'm gonna wait for everything to set up for tomorrow for a nice possible pullback. And I'm still got my eyes on SMCI, because you still owe me $20,000, and I'm not stopping until I get $20,000 out you. So I already made 2 trades off this bad boy, 2 overnight swings. I done made good profit on it. So I got 36 wins, 6 losses. I'm good. I can't complain on it. Shout out to you, boss. But yeah, I might be leaving too. So let's go ahead and head into the lobby team and make sure I got everything set in place. Let's go ahead and head home. Let's go. All right, team, it's been a fun day, and I do apologize for getting in late today. Man, I had a doctor's appointment to go to, but I will be back in tomorrow at 9:15 Eastern, 8:15 Central, getting everything rocking and rolling, because do remember tomorrow we do have GDP data alongside with the rest of our normal economic data as well, jobless claims, some other ones I know. And also, don't forget, earnings-wise, we do have Microsoft and we do have Google. So, but again, shout out to everybody, man. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for staying with me. I had to ride out with y'all all the way to the end, man, because I owed y'all that because I came in late. But I mean, I thank y'all so much for y'all support and love and everything that y'all do for me and for the community. And again, if y'all love the contents that I'm putting out and you're learning a lot from it, and I mean, hell, I'm putting money in your pockets, man, do your boy a favor and smash the thumbs button. Again, show me some likes, show some love, show some support, show some follows, subscriptions, subscribe to your boy, whatever, everything that you need to do to help me out, build up the algorithms, because your boy did get his letter from Google AdSense. So with the partnership with YouTube, everything about to be rocking and rolling as far as getting paid through YouTube, so that's a blessing. I can't complain on that. So, but I've just been thanking God for everything, man. You great people that's been watching me. I mean, my trades, 36 trades with, 36 wins and 6 losses. I can't complain on that. So, I mean, everything been going so far so good. I can't complain. But it goes to show you that just have a game plan, man. Don't force anything to happen. Just be patient, have a trading plan. And 36 wins? Come on now. I have not lost yet. When people don't make trades, I go for them. I do it because I'm going off of my patterns. I do my homework. So if I'm not afraid to do it, neither should you. Especially if you've done your homework. It's easy. But shout out to everybody again, man. And I'll be setting myself up for tomorrow for another opportunity. So we're going to see how Thursday and Friday is going to line itself up. Because don't forget, Monday sets the tone. Friday sets the standard. So we're going to see how we're going to rock and roll as we edge towards the end of the week. So far on the recaps, Monday and Tuesday was red days. Green days. Today is red. So I wonder if Thursday and Friday is going to follow up on that. Basically, if we're going to see more downside. So if Monday and Tuesday were green, if we ended green and we ended red today, I wonder if Thursday and Friday is going to follow this red, meaning that we could possibly see some more downside. But we'll see tomorrow. We'll see how everything's going to set itself up. We're going to see what's going to take place after the GDP data comes out and that PCE data comes out. GDP is tomorrow, PCE is Friday, and I will remind you guys to do that. But team, I'm about to be rolling out of here, man. He said, yeah, man, learning and gaining. Man, thank you so much, Gert. I mean, we roll together, man. You know this. I'll make sure that, I'm by your side. Even when you fall, I'm here to pick you up. So, you know this. But let me go ahead and give a shout out to people that did join before I roll out. I forgot to do that. What is this? Links is 6. If I make sure I don't butcher your name, I do apologize. Thank you for joining me today. Forever Whoa. Shout out to my brother in arms, man. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to my Tradecaster family. You already know what's up. Coldplay, Gert, Jerhoff, Engineer, shout out to you, Queen. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to my whole team that came through here already. Let's see. J Bean, shout out to you. AR Trades, that's my right hand man too, as always. AK 47. Who else I got in the building I need to show love to? Mafia, thank you for joining me too. Let me see. Do I got anybody else? Jake C, shout out to you, boss. Thank you for joining me. Trend Detector, shout out. Thank you for joining me as well. Who else I got in the building? Lariah, thank you for joining me too. I think that should be it so far. Make Cisco is always a pleasure, boss, having you in. I think I got everything. I think that's it. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah, I think that is it, team. I think I done called out everybody. Oh, Jenna, shout out to you too, Queen, because you did come through here. But yeah, man, team, I'm about to get myself ready for tomorrow, Friday. Let's see what we get. Look like we may see some more downside. I'm anticipating we get another pullback. We may get that lightning ball pattern I talked about. So, hey, we never know. My prediction may come true. You remember I called that drop last time on SPY and it happened? You remember? When that big monster drop came before it happened and I pointed it out? My lightning ball pattern, my prediction, number 2 could be happening. So we'll see. But no, shout out to everybody, man. Like I said, congratulations on your wins. Congratulations to those who didn't trade, who sat on their hands and been patient. And we're going to keep it rocking and rolling, man. You already know what I'm about to say before I roll on out. Maximize your reward, minimize your risk, put grateful over greed, and you will succeed every single time. Till then, team, I hope everybody have a blessed night, and we're going to get it rocking and rolling tomorrow. Salute. Peace.